Hello guys, welcome to Black Desert Mobile Ramoness Championship Season number 2 of 2021. My name is G Clef and with me, of course,
GM Serbianco at your service. It's very good to see you on a lovely Sunday. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm here for the first time. If you guys I hope we can get to know each other very well throughout Asia, Europe, and America. It's going to go on for, I believe, about 20 hours starting from right now. So it's going to be a very exciting tournament with a lot of new players kicking in hot into semifinals. So it's going to be blowing hot here.
And thankfully enough, I'm here with G Clef Senpai. He has a lot of experience with casting tournaments, and I'm just gonna do a tag along, follow through, just go on with this. But I'm definitely very hyped and excited for the tournaments going on.
Yeah, I'm very happy that I'm here and see a lot in chat right now joining the stream as we have lots of events and lots of different events and types of goodies for you guys to take at the same time as we're going to have, of course, lots of details on the website. So, because you can't remember 100%.
Yep, but
there's too many to give out.
There's a lot of give out events. There's currently 3 events. The first one is definitely the coupon events. Choose which team is going to win. I believe it's closed for Asia now, but if you guess the winner correctly, you're going to get additional rewards next week. Secondly, we have the participation events. Just show out that you're watching the BRC with us, and we'll choose a prize by draw. And then we'll have another one that's going to be a gamepad related event. Oh, and yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, not just the participant or the players, also the live streaming. Exactly, that you guys can also participate. Exactly, it's on the website also. This is also connected with your social networking event also, so there is a big chance. And of course, when you guys are on your mobile device, sometimes it gets warm. I know it happens. I know it happens when you're playing for a long time. Sometimes the battery drains up, but when you have these, so much easier. Your fingers, you can play for hours, no problem.
I'm actually very surprised that you know very well about this model.
I do, because I have a couple of them in my house.
Oh, really? That's G-Clef, the pro gamer move right there. But just remember, so we're giving out 3 for our participants for the BRC today, and we're also giving out 5 for our live streamers. So we're gonna choose 5 people for the gamepads,
and 3 out of 5. You guys are getting the best. What was on the other side? They're all the way over there. The best version of the 3, and that's not 5 for each region. So for Asia, 5 plus NA 5, and also EU. So it's going to be packed with a lot of events. So you guys do not want to miss any region, any matches.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, so you guys can participate in all that, and we have the tournament. First of all, the prizes. We have the overview ready, so let's go in. And starting with the prizes, it's actually awesome. So much. Yes, so much available for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
And we magically disappear again. And here we go, first place prize. 50,000 pearls. And you get the championship title. When you have the championship title, you're the only one.
Yeah, it's always shiny having that channel up there, and it feels good. I've seen a lot of Discord adventurers posting out their champion title as well as showing off their golden crown. It's always nice to have it. And all these other rare items like the Black Cake Cuppy, and then the trophy that you can put in your camp and all that stuff. Oh man, I'm sold right away. Yeah, so it's good stuff.
Yeah, semifinals. So all the players who are playing and who made it, they will at least get all the puppies. That's also very important. And at the end, we have an MVP for each region, and only a single dominator for the entire tournament. So that's another exciting prize that you can win from participating in the tournament. And of course, you guys all know it, Ramoness, the 2 maps. As you can explain, Temple Raiders, Keeper of the Relics. We will just go back and forth between best of 3 and best of 7s.
Definitely. And of course, these maps definitely have a big strategy gap.
Oh, yes.
Keeper of the Relics is a much bigger map with the ballistas. And both of them have Lagos, but you'll see how the strategic and class differences make a big potential in each map setting.
Yeah, huge. And usually, Keeper of the Relics, we get up to sometimes 1,000 points. Over 1,000 points.
Yep.
So there's a big score gap between the maps. So
major point chances.
Yeah, and depending on the timing of the ballistics and the monument between the two maps, different regions actually have different metas on that. So I'm really excited to see what this season is going to be all about.
I'm definitely rooting for Asia to bring their game up this time. I'm curious what meta we're going to be have. So yeah, I think that's going to be good.
Yes. Yeah, so because we had a lot of teams just going on in the beginning, getting for the ballista, just getting it down to low HP, but not really taking the points. But we have the rules, of course, until the grand finals. All the other matches that are going to be happening today will be in best of 5 format, starting with Temple Radars, and next game going to the Keeper of the Relics, back to the Temple Radars, and then Keeper of the Relics, game 5, if we go there, a random map.
Exactly, and definitely it's gonna be a best of 5 format, and I really hope that we have like packed games that go back to each other. So I'm definitely cheering for both teams that will show up soon. And just remember, we do have one timeout for the entire rounds, and you can switch your classes, etc.
Yeah, that's available. It didn't happen too many times last season. I believe maybe just twice in the entire tournament, or 3 times. So it doesn't happen often, but when those adjustments are needed, especially when you're losing, I think it's definitely a choice that you can go for.
Definitely.
And rules, what you see on the screen is best of 7. This is only the grand finals for each region. It'll be the final match. Best of 7s, but we saw a lot of finals just being a dominant score in last season. Let's see if that continues this season, because certainly the meta is different. And today's matchup, semifinals, here we go. We have the Thorin Boys, all-girls team, I Heart Mui Mui, and J1 Arma.
Just to tell you, all-girls team is not an all-girls team. They just have a lot of girls in their guild, so that's why they decided to have their team name as all-girls team. So just to say that. And of course, Thorin Boys, I'm very excited for Thorin Boys as well. They're a team from Friends to Brothers, and they just have a lot of like Ramoness experience. And finally, last but not least, J1 Arma team. J1 and Arma is like the J1 guild and Arma guild to get united together to participate in this tournament. And they have a list of very named adventures that are active in the PvP community. So I'm very excited for that.
So if I put you on the spot, so you're saying J1 Arma is going to take
Oh
Asia.
yes,
Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, J1 Arma has a lot of famous PvP players, and as I'm also playing in the Asia region, I did notice that a lot of adventures are very strong there. So I'm very excited for them too. Yep.
And we go with the profile of the all-girls team against the Thorin Boys, but we're going to see a lot of berserkers to give out the spoilers. And Phantasma, of course, the big patch. I believe July 27th. That was a big day where we had the class.
Yep. So Phantasma and Berserker, it's like a super meta. Like they're just
super meta.
They're just following the meta rules. Like the meta, Phantasma and Berserker are very are currently OP in the season right now.
Yeah, Phantasma basically got a rework, right?
Yep. She had a rework. She has some height skills. She's very mobile, and she can also do a lot of range skills as well with mass damage. So it's amazing. And same with Berserker. I mean, he's just everywhere. He can run. He has damage. He has sustain. He has tank. He's just perfect. So I think this team composition in itself is just amazingly good. So yeah, looking at the team composition so forth, I believe that they have a strong chance of winning as well.
As they all met in Discord, and throughout the Ramoness, they enjoy playing together. So they say we hope to do our best in this BRC. So let's see with this team how far they can actually go up to, if the finals or this will be it. And on the other side, we have the Thorin Boys.
Thorin Boys, I like the name, Thorin Boys.
I like it. It sounds strong.
Yeah, strong for sure.
And actually compared to their quarterfinals, Sneaky Banana was playing Berserker from what I got, but changed into Grandmaster.
And I'm very excited for that. Yep. Grandmaster in Ramoness is always a fun game. Like when I always see a Grandmaster, it's always like that they're just amazing beasts in the tournament. So I'm very happy for the Grandmaster and a Reaper. We usually don't have Reapers in the match.
I know. Even already we have the chat saying, "Wow, no Berserker in the team. What a team!" So it's going to be super exciting between the two teams because I'm pretty sure with the change, I think Thorin Boys they're looking to do something weird.
Yep, definitely. I'm very interested for the meta, so I'm cheering for them because I really thank them for having a more like a what do you call it? A larger pool of class balances.
Oh yes.
So I'm definitely very happy for that. And looking at the win rates, they do have a very similar win rate, right? The overall odds are 70% for each team. So that's going to be very interesting to look at. Yep.
And yep, of course, throughout the quarterfinals, they had a pretty dominant score. And Thorin Boys had 3-1. All girls team had 3-2. So slightly more in terms of numbers, but they all made it throughout. And I have all the numbers to tell you guys, but it's way too many. And who cares about the numbers? They're up here. And the reason why they're up here is because they're good. And I believe we're going to see... I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot more Berserkers than we have right now already.
Yep, it's you know, a lot of like adventures. Like if you play Black Desert Mobile currently, a lot of adventures are aware that Berserker and Phantasm are very strong, and of course a lot of the teams have chosen that that composition to actually compete in this battle. But I'm very excited for the J-Beef and Sneaky Banana doing those Grandmaster and Reaper plays. Yep.
Well, let's see which team is going to take the first match as we have the first game ready. Let's go right into our first match of the semifinals.
All right.
And here we go, Temple Raiders, game number 1.
Oh wow,
the
we are
Boys
already in it.
and all girls team. And Joaquin just trying to control slightly on the left side.
Look at those moves. They are going on really fast.
And some sneaky, making it to 2v1 situation. And one is trapped, and Joaquin also goes down slightly. So right now, all girls team just trying to take over the advantage. And Thorin Boys are just dominating it right now.
Oh wow, look at it. And the Grandmaster Raw, right? Grandmaster is Raw, and he is on it.
Yeah, Thorin Boys, I think they were doing a lot better in terms of focusing just now. And
and look at those moves, that grab skill. It's just amazing there. I always love that grab skill.
And choosing to go for that 2v1 right now.
As you notice, they're doing actually a great job focusing around the monument of objects and fighting around it, because it's always good to know to get those extra points. And I believe for Ramoness, the last hit always gets those points, so it's always important to get that last hit.
So when you're as well as you're going for the last hit, at the same time you want to hit your opponent and try to take that advantage while taking the relic and the orb. And for now, Thorin Boys right now having a tough time trying to get those points back.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, and as I told you, I think our Grandmaster is doing good. Yep, our Grandmaster Raw is doing on the lead for Thorin Boys. And for the all-girls team, I think Fami is on the first lead too. I believe Fami was a female player as well. She is doing amazingly well. And Alpacalypto takes down the Lagos and gets those 56 points.
Oh, the power of Berserkers really kicking in here.
It is. And as I told you again, these Berserkers have amazing sustain. So
even
they
the monument.
Yep.
They're taking everything in control.
Yep. And if you look at those health, those stat skills all comboed together, they make this immobile, super armor, super fast, immobile force that's just running around to get points. As you can see, Alpacalypto is just going insane right now. He's so good.
This is a baseball, it's a cold game already.
I know.
Alpacalypto and Fami, they're not going down. And from the other side, they have to take those two. That Fami does go down at the end.
And I just noticed that I didn't know there were two Grandmasters for team Thorin Boys, right? Sneaky Banana and Raw.
Yeah, Raw actually, thought he was playing a Phantasma, but actually went in with the Grandmaster. So we'll see if that continues in the second map or not. But certainly, with a comp that's not really 100% in the meta right now, having a very tough time. Points, _3 on the left side.
There seems to be a low chance for Thorian Boys to take it back. They have to kill Alpacalypto and Fummy together to turn around, or barely turn it around, and I don't think it's gonna happen. And we have 5 seconds left, right?
Apocalypto just never going down,
he's
just dashing through the map right now.
He's just dancing with that Berserker.
And that is it. With such a big point gap, Apocalypto, Fummy, they kept it so well. Those two Berserkers just kept it all along, and Ogre's team, they had some chance at the beginning, very beginning of the game, but ever since then, it was just pretty much one-sided.
When I first saw the Grandmaster appearance, I was like thinking, oh, Raul's gonna show something. Oh, Sneaky Banana's gonna show something. But it was more about the OP meta currently, like Alpacalypto with those dance moves. If you just notice, like how Berserker is strong, it's just like that sustained power and the mobile power is just too good.
You guys just say the spam. If you just spam Berserker skills, you win. But it's not that simple, as they have to get the teamwork right, and you have to focus. The reason why they have two Berserker, one is trying to put out more CC compared to the damage, and the other one, of course, to pair it up with the nuking damage. That was basically what Thorian Boys had. Such a nice teamwork. Girls team, double Grandmaster. What was that all about?
I am very curious. When they first came out, it was a Reaper, Grandmaster, and Phantasma composition, and I was thinking, that's some good synergy. Like Grandmaster going on the grab, Phantasma doing those range damages, and as well as the Reaper going around for all-around support. And they did change their strategy at the last point. We'll see if there's any substitutions. Maybe that may happen, but currently I'm not aware of any substitutions that are going to happen right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be very tough from what we saw from game number 1, but it's not over. It was only the first game, and we go into a different map. Maybe their comp was aimed slightly more towards the second game. Maybe that was their chance, but we have to know. And I hear that the game is ready. Let's go straight into game number 2. And here we go this time. Keeper of the Relics.
Yes, definitely a more bigger map with a lot of chances to get a lot of objectives with more points. So I'm excited. Anybody can win this. It's all about like a luck and teamwork here.
Much more teamwork and skill-based. Again here, Thorian Boy is focusing a lot. I believe they also did a lot more damage onto the Ballista to begin with.
Alpacalypto getting that, look at that resist damage. Like he resisted the Grandmaster's damage and actually got down 2 of the adventures there.
Yeah, it seems a little tough for Ogre's team at the moment. If you see Ballista on the left, blue side, it's all full of taking damage now because they just got their positions to do some more damage.
And as the meta says, they're actually focusing on the Ballista. They're going to make the Ballista into a weak HP and then kind of save up the points until the last moment to get those extra point bursts at the last time. Yeah. And of course, they're going to the Monument. They should focus on the Monument of Battle to get that additional buff for sure.
Yeah, Monument, still 12 bars left, so I think they'll try to walk around and see who takes it all the way at the end. And I see both teams trying to look for the last team, and it is going to be, of course, Raw who gets it.
That's nice. So Raw actually stepping up to show up on that. Let's see how he's doing.
Raw gets it, but still.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep. Sneaky Banana on the move on the back there. With Hawken on the support there. I just noticed the support is very nice for Hawken as well.
The all-girls team.
They are focusing on Alpacalypto, and just look at that survivability. He's just sliding through, going back and saying, you can't touch me right there. You can't touch me. And, oh my goodness.
They're going back and forth, immediately going for the Lando because they have the time and they have the damage. Let's see the point in.
Oh, yep.
Easily. All-girls team, they are dominating again.
It is. Fummy on the lead, as you can see. Fummy's probably like gonna run away to save those points, and then the other teammates are gonna fight and sustain for them. But yeah, Team Thorian Boys has to step up their game and kill Fummy to actually follow up in this game. For sure.
Thorian, still the competition is making it very hard for them. As it is all-girls team just taking so much point, and all they have to do is just keep their points and run away. They're just trying to keep their points on them, not to lose it because the time's running out very soon. They're still trying to go for the Ballista. I think they have to do it now because they won't have too much time. Thorian Boys on a chase.
On the chase for sure. Wow, I'm just very impressed how like all girls team is really using the meta to their advantage with those crazy mobility skills and sustain. Like yeah, it's just seems like an impossible match for Thorin boys. They really need to show their game to actually win this match.
Yeah, Thorin boys, not just the ballista, but they also have to get the kills. So it's really hard decision for them to actually steal those points.
Exactly.
When all girls team, they're just running around the corners of the map all the time.
And Apocalypto just destroyed the ballista, and he's gonna try to save those points and just hide and just sustain. As you can see, he's just moving around. Oh wow, that was just quick.
Yeah, that is it as Apocalypto. Fami, those two with so much dashing. They were nowhere close, and all the way at the end, they knew the ballista was going to be taken regardless, and all they had to do is just keep the points, not die, just run around the corner of the map, and notice how they were circling like right on the opposite direction, so they're not together, so they don't lose the both big points at the same time. What a strategy.
And the biggest thing I noticed, it was all girls team. Always on point with the objects. When Lagos appeared, they were just focusing on it. Lagos right away, just making sure they secured the Lagos. And with those Berserker amazing damage skills just going around, making those big slashes, they got the last hit. And I was just like, oh, wow. Like, they just nailed it. I'm just like, whew. I mean, I hope Thorin boys actually show up like the purpose of their meta. Like, I mean, I hope they game up better and show why their Grandmaster composition and the Reaper composition was chosen.
Yeah, it is certainly not working well at all. Even from the very beginning, we saw all girls team going up towards. It's usually the opposite. Both teams goes towards the opposite side, hit the ballista, get it down to low HP. But it wasn't even that because the Berserker got so much speed to begin with. All girls team had so much more advantage at the beginning. They were only doing damage. It took a long time for Thorin boys to come back to the opponent ballista to do even more some damage onto it. I think that took at least first 15 seconds or even 20 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of that, we do have a timeout from.
I'm pretty sure Thorin boys.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Thorin boys. Thorin boys is having a timeout for a. Probably a strategy check or a character selection. We have no clue, but maybe it's different because like with the two Grandmasters and the Reaper composition, what they need to do is they actually need to like. I'm not a professional Ramoness player, but I do play Ramoness, and in my opinion, I believe that they should actually team up, comp, and actually focus on one single enemy and like grab, kill. I think that should have been the meta for them.
What happened to What happened to last season where Grandmaster was all over?
It's yeah, the meta has very changed from season 1 for sure. Season 2 is about that mobility and super armor and long range skills and hide. So yes, it's been.
Yeah, I think that's usually what it is. And Phantasma just helping out with the damage when they can. When Berserker is trying to not just a source of damage, also a good distraction at the same time because their mobility is so high.
And definitely like for your Grandmaster, it's a very difficult class to play. I tried playing the PvP side of it. It's just very hard to do his skills. I mean, he's a very difficult but rewarding class when I felt it. There was this adventurer named Carpe Diem, and he's actually a very like professional Grandmaster player. And I learned how the tricks of how he can counter the Berserker. I watched a couple of videos of him, and there's that.
Is it perfect?
He's perfect, yeah.
Okay.
I watched him play, and it's about that slight nanosecond when Berserker's supercharging you or trying to run away. You have that slight moment to grab him, and that's when he just makes that outplay. But I'm definitely rooting for Thorin boys to show up and do some more better. Yeah, definitely better.
I think you're talking about only if you're a great player you can pull off.
Oh, no, I did not mean to. Oh, no, all due respect, no, I did not mean that. But yes, I mean, I think the All Girls team is definitely using the meta to show off and just dominate on these semi-final matches.
Yep, and I heard that the timeout is over. Let's see, as soon as the game's ready, we'll go right back into the Temple Radars, game number 3. Let's see if any changes has been made. Oh, the game is actually ready. Let's go back into Temple Radars, game 3.
All right, and here we start with the Alpacalypto just dashing in with those Berserkers. Whew, it's like a bullet.
Immediately onto the chase. And here Fami trying to pull what he can from the side, but certainly it hasn't been the case for the team so far.
Oh, J-Beam's down. That Berserker's too strong. J-Beam was doing really well trying to do that mobility skill and using those dash, but no, like that. The Reaper couldn't sustain the Berserker.
Yep, the only difference we see is going to be the Phantasma and the Reaper here. As finally, Thorin Boys, they brought their own powerful class.
Ooh, Alpacalypto has topped the statue. Yeah, but we'll see how their comp change. Oh, and of course, Thorin Boys did change their Grandmasters to 2 Berserkers, if you noticed. That's a big change. We'll see how if this meta will actually change the results as well.
Yeah, but so far, beginning of the game, first minute, and still our girls team are having an
and J-Bib has Alpacalypto down, finally showing that Reaper potential, dropping that Berserker down. That was good.
Yeah, Sneaky Banana did go down, but wasn't holding too much points, so this is a great chance for them to come back. Got some orbs.
Oh no, and J-Bib has fallen down, with Fami on the lead.
Yeah, Fami is literally carrying the team so far.
Yeah, he is carrying the team, and just look at that. Just those, he's just like flying here and there, just with those big sword actions.
Yeah, going back and forth, trying to draw out the skills. And when they have the swords, they can also do the damage, but the points are about the same now.
Oh boy,
And taking out a few more orbs to the side. That's exactly the reason why you need to keep your eyes on the minimap.
Yeah. There's still not. Oh, I think we only have like one adventurer working on the Lagos. This is gonna be the biggest turn point for the game. Who is going to take the last hit?
Okay, both teams working on it. 3 bars, 2 bars, and it is going to be JVP taking those big points. Finally, Thorin Boys kicking in hot in game 3.
But to actually win this game, J-Biv needs to survive and run away, find those healing orbs, actually to be in a secure spot for sure. Yep, and definitely J-Biv's hiding in that bush.
And right after those salvation orbs, certainly helping him a lot, but he is indeed very low, so he's trying to stay not near the fight.
Oh, he got caught. He's running away.
52 points.
He has to run away. Yeah, it's a big point. He's a big point holder. And Fami should be following J-Bib. J-Bib's down.
Yeah, he eventually goes down, and the point has turned towards the all-girls team for now. Only 40 seconds left on the clock.
Oh no, and Tempest down.
Yeah, that's a big shift as Fami is still holding a big chunk of points onto him.
They still need to work on those. Oh no!
Sneaky Banana also goes down.
That seems like all girls team has a much higher advantage currently. We'll see how they do. There is still that 18-second, and the points aren't that too big of a gap. So I mean, I'm sure they can win back.
Yeah, just one kill onto Fami or 2 kills onto the other members can actually do it. Fami running for his life. You gotta escape. 3 seconds. 2. Is this going to be a 3-0 victory?
Last hit. Sneaky. No.
And it does survive until the last second on the clock. It is going to be a 3-0, a very dominant score, a victory for all girls team. What a match. I mean, even with the timeout, even with the class changes, just not enough. Thorin Boys, they tried really hard. Of course, with the changes, Game 3 looked a lot more competitive compared to game number 1 and 2.
Definitely. The meta definitely showed that Berserkers and Phantasma are too strong. And I actually was cheering for Thorin Boys at the last moment. Sneaky Banana was on Fami trying to get those points, but the timer stopped, and I was like, no!
Fami is just he's pretty good at running away. We've seen that in both maps.
Yeah.
Just running for corners, and sometimes you just can't catch him.
Definitely. And just, you know, this team, they're like a group of like players with a lot of females, and they're happy to represent the BDM female power in BDM, and I'm just like, oh wow, and they definitely showed who's dominant, right, against the Thorin Boys. Sorry, are you okay?
So
all right, but anyways, yeah, and just them playing the Ramoness together. Are you okay, by the way?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll just choke them myself because Berserker was so strong.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm a fan of Grandmaster too, but still, Grandmaster, where's the action at? We didn't see too much.
Yeah, definitely, and they used the Berserker mobility and sustain skills perfectly. It was just out of space, out of time and just perfect for this season.
And also, Phantasma did a lot of work from the side, grabbing a lot of those orbs. You think perhaps Reaper was slightly a, let's say, a slight problem in terms of composition?
I mean, I believe that Reaper is decent class. I mean, she
Certainly, Reaper did show up a lot in last season, and also somewhat in the qualifiers.
definitely, and like her mobility isn't that bad, but compared to the Berserker or the Phantasma, she's relatively slow, and I think that was kind of like a disadvantage for them. But I was definitely rooting for their composition because that 2 Grandmaster and Reaper was just like dreams. I just had dreams of that team winning.
Yeah, I could slightly get a hint. Double Grandmaster trying to do all the work in the front so that the Reaper can just freely do the damage. And though it did not really work out as they planned, the Thorin boys do go down in the first match. We start with a 3-0 victory for Volgar's team.
But just game 1 and 2, Apocalypto was just doing his dancing moves, just jiggling around, stealing points, getting all the objectives, and just surviving. And compared to that, I mean, Thorin's team didn't really have a solution on like chasing the enemies. I think it's more about like hide and seek and chasing the enemies. But we didn't have a lot of like chasing parts for Thorin boys, and I think that's the main reason for their loss for the semifinals.
Yeah, double Berserker and a Phantasma. That's a really nice comp to go into, and maybe other teams are also going to try a similar composition like that, as we did see at the beginning of all the maps, Joaquin just moving around, trying to do some damage onto objectives, collecting orbs, and then eventually the points as Fami just got all the kills and lots of objective points. He just held that, really never died maybe once in the map.
Definitely. And just with those survivabilities, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the next matches that will be happening momentarily. After we take a short break, but before that, we're going to show some points first, right? For the results.
Yeah, we have to gather all the points because it was pretty quick, and Berserkers are pretty quick, and we have to go chase them for now. Oh, we actually got them, so let's see the points. I thought it was going to take slightly longer.
And Apocalypto, I told you, with game 1 and 2, he definitely showed up his performance, showing that he can dominate and he can actually get all those objectives and not die. That's the most important part. I think just like all girls team was all about surviving, right? I barely saw them die in all those 3 matches.
Yeah, it was basically hit and run all the time, and Joaquin just keeping them available and trying to take what Joaquin can in the middle. Fami and Apocalypto on their own. I thought Fami was doing a better job because he was on the screen slightly more, I thought, but Apocalypto certainly did a lot more work in terms of score. You also see Sneaky Banana rank 2.
Yep, Sneaky Banana was always running around trying to do his best as well, and I really enjoyed his Grandmaster as well. Thank you for participating for sure, but don't forget they still do have the 3rd and 4th match placements, so I'm definitely rooting for them to be stepping up their game next time.
Yeah, definitely. I think they will be coming in with the changes they had in Game 3. I think that's very likely what's going to happen in their next match for the 3rd, 4th placement match. That's another best of 5 that we are going to have before the finals, of course. That's something they have to get themselves ready, because against Double Berserker plus Phantasma, it was a pretty tough match, and it went like a tornado to me.
Yep, it's just with that 3-0 dominant victory, the match ended like sooner than I expected. But I'm also like I'm just surprised that I'm actually doing the BRC with you. Like I can't believe I only imagine myself doing a Bell Up Oasis once in a while, but when I'm actually like streaming a professional tournament like such as the BRC2 with G-Clef, which is again a famous caster in Korea for doing bilingual stuff.
Before that, our first match of the semifinal is actually over. Before we go into our second match, we actually have a small break time for you guys to chill and go brush your teeth and grab some popcorn. So we will be back in exactly 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to PRC Season 2. Season 2 is going to be the Asian region that we have here. Semifinals, we had our first match going 0-3, 3-0, a very dominant score for all girls team. But we have two other teams in waiting.
Definitely. I'm very excited for the next teams to participate, which is going to be I Love Mui Mui and J1 Arma. Both teams have a reputation to be very strong in the round of 32 when they first participated. I'm personally very excited for the J1 Arma team because they actually are a very active PvP community, and I'm just looking forward to their team compositions that will be introduced shortly. So yeah, I mean, other than that, how are you feeling about today, like just doing the first round?
Dude, honestly, Berserkers are destroying my eyes at the same time because I'm getting older every single moment, and I'm not in my 20s anymore.
I know how you feel about that. Yeah,
but it's been real fun as they are dominating right now, and at the same time we're reading chat as you guys are having a lot of those live comments, and we will also choose a few of you guys to be getting those controller
those
pads,
the GameSir pads for sure. We're gonna choose some people that really want to like get the pads, so
nice
let us know.
adventurers.
Yeah, nice adventures. Just chat.
We're keeping
chat
our eyes on you. Yeah. Second match, we're looking at the left bottom side. I Heart Mui Mui versus J1 Arma, who said is likely to be the favorite of the Asia region.
Yep. But I am known to be wrong, so you never know who's gonna win.
All right. We do see I Heart Mui Mui, Raven with double Berserkers. So.
Double Berserkers, and of course they have the temporary names. They had some issues before that, but they're also known as Pablo and Lucky. So we'll just call them Pablo and Lucky.
Yeah, 76 is Pablo from what I was given, and 77 is Lucky.
Yep. And inside the temp numbers may be a little different, but we'll just go with the team names.
And they both happen to be Berserker, so it is going to be somewhat more confusing
Berserker
compared to the other games.
And Raven has always been infamous in the Ramoness tournaments. Raven has always been there, so I'm very excited for Everden's play. Everden?
Everden also over, so we'll be picking up lots of words to help the team throughout all.
And I like how their name is their team name is for Mui Mui, which was a nurse. So they're actually dedicating their team name to a nurse called Sarah.
Yeah, no, they're supporting Sarah, who their guildmate. So that's really a warm reason why they're also participating in the tournament. Thank you, first of all. And on the other side, the J1 Arma. Here we go. We have Sailboats, Kubru, and Alex Sanity.
Yep, and I just love how they put like the Berserker Sailboats as Brawler. He's like on. He's like saying, "I want blood." And you like Brawler stands for that, right? Like just going on there and just fighting everything.
That's of course the thing, and I'm seeing a lot of common double Berserkers.
Yeah, Berserker, right?
Lots of teams.
But
it must be a sign.
Yeah, it must be a sign too. I mean, I'm also looking forward to this game. Like Alex Sanity's Orber control. I'm definitely excited for that as well. Their win rates actually show. Yep, as you can see, J1 Arma has a higher overall odds against I Love Mui Mui team.
Yeah, of course, J1 Arma. They want to have a big shout out to J1 and Armageddon Guild.
Yep.
They believe they're of course, the power of family. They want to bring that into the tournament. Let's see their win rate. Oh, see, 100% on Temple Radars.
Yeah, and then Keeper Relics. I Love Mui Mui team has a 5% advantage over them, but the overall odds show that they have an 18% higher chance of winning. So, yeah, I can definitely see the J1 Arma team being strong. But Mui Mui team, of course, with their Raven, I'm rooting for that Raven for sure. We don't see a lot of Ravens with the current meta currently, but as a lot of people who have watched the previous Ramoness championships, Raven has been one of the favorite classes overall.
And they certainly have their key players. Neverden who held a lot more points on I Heart Mui Mui side.
Got it, definitely.
And J1 Arma, of course, they had their powerful weapons too. Let's see who is going to be the key to the win, because oftentimes we have a player who's going to be holding most of the points.
And for I Love Mui Mui team, they said that communication is a key part of their winning strategy. So I really root for them and hope that their communication shows off like how teamwork can win over the named J1 Arma team. I believe that they will be dominant, but we'll see how the match actually goes.
Yeah, communication is always the key, not just in-game, even right after you lose. If you don't have the teamwork, if you don't have the bond, you can actually fall apart right after the first game. And when the communication stops, that's a big no-no.
Definitely. And speaking of gamepad, sorry to bother you in the moment, but I'm going to give one gamepad to... Oh, I lost him for a moment. Was
it Grandmaster?
No, it was Popcorn Bassi. Yep, YouTube Popcorn Bassi. You have just won a gamepad, so just make sure to contact Pearl-Abyss, Popcorn Bassi. I'm leaving that on record. Popcorn Bassi is going to be the first gamepad winner. Congratulations.
Congratulations. See what happens, guys?
Yeah.
It's about time.
And I can see a lot of people definitely cheering for the J1 Arma team.
As we got one pad out of the way for you guys to control, but we have game ready. Let's get into our second match of the semifinals. And here we go. First map, Temple Raiders between I Heart Mui Mui versus J1 Arma.
Oh, and those fierce berserkers just moving out there. Alex Sanity going on top of the scores. Temp F is down already.
Yeah, Temp is down, and also Neverdin went down immediately. So J1 Arma going aggressive to begin with, trying to take control of the center, also targeting the monument, bringing it down to 13 bars.
Kupru with the Phantasma is lower than 50% HP. She has to sustain well, and she's definitely supporting her teammates very well from the background. And yeah, I mean, just amazed with their team composition and movement so far. They're doing really well. Neverdin on the roll.
Yeah, Kupru trying to follow up the damage as they're moving through into I Heart Mui Mui's side of the map. And so far, a few orbs picked up, certainly more for J1.
And I Love Mui Mui team is actually doing really well with their team composition. They're following up the points well. They're making sure that the low HP enemies are down as well. And I think it's a good... they're showing signs of the game being very competitive, yes. And Sailbolts, with the low HP, he has to survive. He's just walking around. Neverdin is going to... No. He's down. He's down.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough at 75. I believe 75 is Lucky and 76 is Pablo.
Oh.
As they had that changed immediately, and they're still not going down with such low HP, but as I say that, oh, cast a curse right there.
You can definitely see the points. Like, I Love Mui Mui team has... two teammates have low points. Neverdin is down. Temp, which is probably Pablo, is going to go down as well.
And Kupuru, right after taking those kills, time to burst onto Lagos and take that point. Can they actually get it? They do grab the Lagos after the kill. That's perfect strategy to go for.
J1 Arma securing the Lagos kill. All they need to do is sustain and survive with doing the kills. And Alexander is down, but after Alexander revives, he needs to make sure that his teammates are safe to secure the points.
At least the monument, Team Mui Mui grabs it, and there's still some time, only 20 points away, so there's a great chance they can still come back in this game.
Oh, Neverdin's down. Neverdin had to show up on her Raven skills, but the Berserker, Sailboats, was out there just dominating on her.
And also just going through with the Thunder. Still not enough to actually grab more points for I Heart Mui Mui.
Whew, and that evasion skill from Sailboats was amazing, just running away. And this just kind of reminds me of the basketball strategy, run and gun, right? Just get those points and just run out of there. All right, yep. I Love Mui Mui team needs to actually capture Kupru to actually make a turnover. It's a 50-point difference now. I think it's going to be a very tough one.
It's also hard because Lucky is holding a lot of points and just goes down. So a lot more points going towards J1 Arma. Only 20 seconds left. This seems almost impossible right now.
Kupru with the support and just running around.
And with 10 seconds, Kupru just has to run away, holding 87 onto himself. It's trying to dodge all the targets, grabbing the orb on the side. I Heart Mui Mui, 1 second left on the clock, and that will be it. First game.
With Kupru on the MVP.
What a game! As we saw a lot of not really both teams really going for one side and going for a specific target. It was actually quite interesting compared to the previous match we had, where
Definitely.
they were pretty much spread over the map. This time, both teams were actually focusing on one side at a time.
Definitely. And as you noticed, like both sides had 2 berserkers, so the match was very like it ran around like everywhere. They made sure to like cover all the areas, make sure to get all those orbs, all those monuments. But eventually, like J1 Arma with that support, I think Kupru with that Phantasma was supporting her teammates very well, and I think that's kind of the biggest difference there. And of course, Lagos hit last hit.
Yeah, Lagos hit right after they grabbed a kill. They grabbed the second one. J1 Arma did, and immediately looking for the respawn because it has some distance from the Lago. Just burst it down. When they started bursting down, it was almost at 13 bars, I think. So it just took them about 3-4 seconds to burst it
they
down.
just bursted it.
Yeah, they got the points. And after that moment, I still thought iHeart Moon really had some chance to actually come back, only about 20 points away.
Definitely. I mean, I love Mui did okay overall, but it's just that I think like the J1 Arma team, especially Sabolts with that brawling skills, he made sure that they go down and not escape. Remember like how Berserkers are very good at surviving? J1 Arma team made sure that they chased down their enemies well and got those points secured, and I think that was big too.
Yeah, and exactly when I believe it was one of the members from My Heart Moon, they had the salvation, but the other orb, the Thunder Orb, actually went towards, I believe, Kupuru at the same time. So they weren't really doing damage to each other at all. So I think that was a big turning point, which could have been a turning point for I Heart Moon. But at the same time, it was just no damage.
I definitely agree. Even if like somebody's losing a game, those Thunder Orbs or those Heal Orbs, the Ball of Light, basically, it makes that big turnover in the game for sure.
So if that all went to one side, it could have been a higher potential possibility for I Heart Moon, but it wasn't the case. J1 Arma did keep it really good. So that was it for our first game. Temple Radars, of course, J1 Arma taking it. But game 2 is already ready to go on. Let's get into Keeper of the Relics, game number 2.
Oh, and as you can see here, they're starting with the ballista chopping. They chipped out the HP for each ballista, and they are now just running around to secure the points and orbs around them.
Usually the start of the second map. That's basically what happens with the ballista, but how they're continuing and the monument, and it's actually going
to I Love Mui team. Yep.
Nicely done, bursting it down. It's about the last hit. And
Neverdin's actually very low on HP currently. I hope she shows her game here. But this map actually super favors a lot of the Berserker army as well, because the map is much bigger. So with all that insane mobility, they have a much better advantage. So the Berserkers in each team should actually like show up their performance definitely. And we'll see how they move.
And J1 Arma wanted to focus on the side. But not really going for a full fight. Both teams right now trying to test the waters.
Test the waters, exactly.
As J1 Arma, they're in the lead, but it's not a big point gap, and still 2 minutes left, so they have to be careful because the snowball starts here. And there's a freeze.
Once the orbs pop out, they just start like fighting again. It was like a ranged fight. Whew. Let's see how they do. I mean, so far it's just like you can't tell who's gonna win. I mean, each team has like two teammates that are low HP currently, and with that, Lagos appeared.
Yeah, they had some really low. Everything's really low, and also Pablo. On our Mui's side. So J1 Arma, I think they're confident in bursting down the Lagos, and they are going to get the Lagos points.
Look at that concentration. It's always hard to get that last hit, but they make sure to focus on the Lagos to get it. Now they just need to maintain their points. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, J1 Arma, I think they had 100% understanding that 2 members are pretty low on HP, and they also went down pretty low at the same time because Mui was targeting the same thing at the exact same moment.
Definitely. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it seems like J1 Arma team is like getting the momentum currently. They're just stacking up all the points, making sure that, all their enemies are down. Cooper's down, and Temp 2075, which should be Pablo. Yeah, Pablo getting those points immediately with 58 points. We actually don't know who may win still.
When we're getting really close with a few of the kills, it's going to be about 75, and also Ballista timing should be coming soon enough. Only 30 seconds left. The points are about the same.
Oh, this is really. Yeah, my palms are getting a little sweaty.
Okay, Kupuru coming in hot.
Kupuru with the
There's
support.
a first Ballista going for Mui and J1 Arma. They're also going towards the other side.
Yep. They actually. Oh, this is so close. I have no clue who's gonna win.
And Mui just about 40, but the kill
Oh
goes
no!
to J1 Arma. 5
Pablo's
seconds
down!
left. Is this going to be run away with 30 points more?
They
Getting
have to get
another.
everything.
They got one more kill towards the end. What a comeback! Wow, J1 Arma, they certainly. We thought this was going to be 1-1. I heard Mui after taking the Ballista they hit were about not just because you have to imagine you can't really protect your Ballista till the end.
Definitely.
You know that your Ballista is going down 100%, but still they were holding a lot more points compared to it.
And I think Pablo had that job to survive with that low HP. He had to be there. But no, J1 Arma team made sure that they secured the win at the last, what, 4 or 5 seconds? Yeah, it was a definitely a clutch play. Good job for J1 Arma team. And I love Mui team did very, very well as well.
I also thought they were going to be running away for the last few seconds and just secure it with defensive movements. But it's actually J1. They closed down. They sort of pushed them into a corner. Where there's no corner on this map.
They definitely pushed them into the corner. And I'm very excited. The Mui team has a timeout currently.
Okay.
And I believe they might do a different strategic approach. Maybe Neverton's going to change her class. I'm not sure. I mean, Raven didn't look very promising.
Raven can certainly do the damage, but it is, I guess, not as fast at the same time. And because Berserkers move in and out so quickly, it's harder to go in as a backup, I guess.
Definitely. And speaking of that, I actually chose another gamepad winner.
Oh, who is it this time?
Bayou Aji. I will give you another gamepad.
Epic comeback, yes. That was certainly an epic comeback in the final moments. We
And
have a lot of this, actually.
Yep. And so Bayou Aji, please make sure to contact Black Desert Mobile, and they will compensate you with the gamepad. Good, congratulations.
Congrats.
Alright.
Do I get a gamepad?
No, we don't get gamepads. I mean, I definitely
Even if I get a gamepad, I'll give it to you guys if I get a gamepad. But I'm pretty sure I don't, so it's okay. And we'll be selecting from the chat throughout the stream, so make sure you are active. And
was it 5 gamepads from the chat? I think it was. We gave out 2 right now.
Total, I believe total 5 each region. So let's see.
Got it. Well, I mean that's that. Let's see what else we need to cover. I want to talk about Mui's team. Like past game experience from the past rounds. He said that they're just happy to make it to the semifinals, and they're dedicating this to their fellow guildmates from Calfell and Abyss Skills. Yep, I really enjoy the fact that they share that story, and I also respect the fact that they have their team name as Mui, who's Sarah, a nurse, fighting against the COVID during these days.
Yes.
It's definitely been a long time for all of us, right?
Yeah, it's been quite a while. And I heard Mui, even their team name is pretty warm. Yeah, warm-hearted. But J1 Arma, certainly in terms of strength and their power in game. Game 1 was a lot more dominant. Game 2 came quite close. Quite close. And that's exactly why I heard Mui is having a timeout right now. And while we have some more time, it's not just the chat, guys. There's a lot more event going on. If you guys check our official website, it's on the news tab. It's not the newest news, but if you scroll down just a little bit, it's right there. And you can use the social network like what was it? Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah,
I believe. You just use a lot of hashtags, and you can also there's another chance for you to get those gamepads. So go ahead and do it. I think you have a pretty good chance.
Yep.
If you just do it right now.
Exactly. First come, first serve.
Yeah, No, not 100% like that, but still, I think we are ready to go into our game number 3 between J1 Arma and I Heart Mui Mui. Let's get back into Ramoness.
Oh, yes.
And
all that action.
semifinal, match number 2, game 3, back into our Temple Raiders. So far, just testing on the left side.
Oh, and never didn't go down.
And actually on the chase, J1 Arma slashing, dashing everywhere.
I know. And Mui Mui team down. I was wondering if they had a class switch. Well, no, they're still staying with the 2 Berserkers and the single Raven. And yeah, we'll see how they game up in this the possible last match.
Maybe they just needed some time to
Yep.
talk about their strategy in game and what went wrong in the second game of the first game.
Exactly. That was such a clutch game. I think they probably needed time to do a timeout and discuss what they could do better.
Alex still got the monument, still J1 holding a huge favor in the third game also.
Ooh. And Alex Sadler with that Orb of Thunder, he's gonna go around. Oh, it's a heal. Sorry, my bad.
Just going all the way around, keeping their teammates safe.
Safe, and that brings them all up to full HP. It's only a 19-point difference. You don't know who's gonna win. I definitely hope that I Love Mui Mui team steps up and actually gains this match. I like longer matches.
Yeah, longer matches, but certainly for now. And J1, because of those initial couple of kills, they got so much map control and, and those relics. Look at the relics score, 8 orbs to 4.
That Monument of Battle is still standing there idle. I'm curious who's going to get it. No, but they're just focusing on the Lagos burst.
Immediately.
Who is going to get it?
Yeah, Pablo's also there, trying to do the damage. Down to 3 bars. The final hit does actually go to our heart. Mui Mui this
Mui
time.
got it!
Big change of shift right here. J1 Arma looking to turn things
around.
Oh,
yes. Oh, yes. Neverdin got it. And Pablo and Lucky should actually support a Neverdin.
Yeah, and right after those kills, also going for the monument. And they're getting everything. They got the statue down.
Look at that overturn. What happened during the timeout? What happened?
The J1 Arma, they provided most of the damage onto the Lagos, but the final hit actually went to, I believe it was Pablo or Lucky right there. So I
Great focus on the team-wise. Very high kudos to them.
Yeah, still a minute left. J1 Arma, but they need to really work on the points right now. And I think they're waiting for a couple of more orbs to get those kills.
Yeah, they still have plenty of time to come back, J1 Arma. I mean, the point holders all have high points except Lucky. So, and Neverdin, speaking of that, Neverdin is down.
Yeah, he's stealing some of the points away. Here we go.
And they should definitely chase down Pablo to get the points. We'll see how they do. Pablo on the run. He is running around. It's like, I want to win this game. I can see it. I can see it in his movements. Let's see how they do.
We saw some thunder especially onto Lucky here. As Lucky's holding a lot of points. You do not want to get close, but
is he gonna go down?
Can you actually escape?
No, he's down. He just went down. But
2 seconds on the clock though.
2, 1, and Team A still secures the win. Thankfully, yep.
Yeah, it came down to the final few seconds. It seemed like J1 Arma can actually make a comeback, but still, because starting from that lag was still, I Heart Mui Mui finally takes a game off of J1.
And they have a double MVP. Did you just notice that? I was like, whoa, good job, guys. And like, you know, even though that J1 Arma had a better chance to win the game, I Love Mui Mui team stepped up and they said, hey, we are gonna get this. And I think that what do you call it? That team composition or that short meeting where they're talking about like I don't know what they talked about, but they really showed like
I think
results.
Raven still does a lot of damage. I think that was also what it was all about. J1 Arma, because perhaps by the way, J1 Arma called for a timeout, so we will have some more extra time here.
I'm wondering what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I know, but they're still up 2-1 after winning the first 2 games. They must have thought, okay, let's just burst down the Lagos, and even if very likely we'll take it, even if the opponent takes it, we can just steal points away from them. But this time it wasn't the case.
And then when they're going for that Lagos kill, for example, I noticed that the I love Mui team had the orb of lightning, the lightning orb around them. So they used that advantage to the Lagos. They moved it in, and they made sure that they had more damage around them. And I think that was definitely a big contribution.
Sometimes it's too fast, and to see everything that's going around, but those orbs of thunder and especially the salvation, if you have that at the right time, you can basically force the opponent to go push them back so they're away from the objective. So I think that's one of the biggest strategy, and always why I also went into lots of YouTube channels, especially the creators and especially the high ranks. They're always saying keep one of your eyeball on the minimap and the other eyeball on the feed.
Yeah.
So how do you actually play the game?
You have to have like 4 eyes. You have to have like 4 eyes, or you know, maybe like I can't. Yeah, like I should wear my glasses and have 4 eyes. I'm sorry. I used to have that meme from elementary school back in the days. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like play or something. You know, the class jokes.
No, nothing like that. But still, like that's exactly what you have to see. It's so fast, and the moment sometimes while you're fighting, you luckily enough, you pick up the orb at the same time.
Definitely.
That does happen, and but also because these guys have played so many times, they know where the orbs are going to come out. You sort of have the feeling where it's going to come out, when it's going to come out. So I think that really changes a lot in terms of dynamics. And just heard that the timeout from J1 is over. As soon as we are ready for that game number 4, which I just heard the sign. It is ready. So let's get back into the game. It is going to be game 4 between the two teams.
Keeper of the rugs. Alrighty.
Here we go. J1 Arma in the lead with 2-1 versus iHeart Mui. And both teams just
chipping on the
down Ballista for now. But has to run away. And you have to sort of read where the opponent team is going after the burst.
Exactly. Just checking each other out. But then I think Mui team is on a minor disadvantage. But speaking of that, the points are actually very similar to them.
We see a couple of members down to super low HP.
They got to make sure that Monument of Battle is last hit. And Alexander gets that statue. It's definitely very helpful for the team. Good signs.
Yeah, with the statue, they will have some buffs for the next some good amount of time right after.
Oh, and they have that Orb of Lightning. They are going on the roll.
But for how long? You can always control some time, but not for long. You need some help from your teammate at the same time.
And as you can see, just Alexander just rushing around with that Berserker, making sure that he survives everything. They just don't rest. They always move around and use those skills, making sure that they're safe from wherever, whatever comes to them.
The sailboats. Ooh, he's down.
And actually, I love Mui team stepping up. Pablo and Lucky with those Berserkers are doing there, but their HP is relatively low. I can see them dying anytime, and the win going to J1 Arma.
Yeah, they're all pretty low, and 2 of them actually goes down. A big turn of points. All 3 of them went down in a couple of seconds, and the Lagos right after that. J1 Arma turning the tides big time and grabbing a lot of points.
Definitely. We'll have to see who gets the Lagos. That's the most important kill for it now.
And both teams bursting it down to the final hit, and J1 Arma grabs it again in this game.
It sounds like a dominant victory for J1 Arma team so far. I mean, we still have a minute and 20 seconds left, so we don't know what's going to happen. But so far, it seems that J1 Arma is dominating.
Dominating so far. So in this type of situation, usually iHeart Mui grabs the Ballista first. So when it's down to a minute and 10 seconds only now, J1 Arma, 3 of them on a run, especially Sailboats, holding 76. So it has to be running away from the fight near their own Ballista. Just going around the corner, make sure he's not getting caught by anyone. Just getting some chip damage. But not to a point you are going to be going down. So Alexanity, Kupru from the side, just guarding your teammate.
And Pablo and Lucky trying to do whatever they can to follow up.
Kupru is down. This could be a chance.
This could be a chance, definitely. Alexanity is very low on health as well. But I think they need to actually catch Sailboats to make this win happen.
Yeah, the other 2 is not holding too much points, so even if they go down, it doesn't matter as much as long as Sailboats is alive. So down to final 20 seconds now. Time to go for that big chunk of points.
And as you can see there, Sailboats is just casually just hiding in the bushes, making sure that he's alive. And team needs to check each bush and make sure that they find that Berserker. He's just moving around.
Okay, points are about the same, but J1 Arma chunking some more with the orbs on the side.
Oh!
And Sailboats never really went down, holding 405 to himself.
That was so
just
close.
by 4 points away.
know.
J1 Arma is going to the finals. What a game 4.
That's definitely a clutch play. I mean, I think I love Moonwee team at the last moment. They did try to come back to the game as much as they could, but yes, Sailboats was hiding safely to secure the win. So yep, 3-1 victory.
Wow, that was insane. As I Heart Moonwee almost made a comeback with chunking down the ballista with 20 seconds left, and with the 20 seconds they knew exactly what to do. Somewhat protect their own ballista, and right after try to go for the kill so they can have a massive turnaround, but just by 4 points. 4 points.
4 points. And for
so
like
close.
For like J1 Arma, I just want to point out, like, game 1, it was about Kupru doing well on the overall support. Game 2 was Sailboats dominating in the battles. And Game 3, I mean, of course, Sailboats did survive, but I think Alex Sanity was the person that stood up in the game, made sure that the game was like secured with all the objectives in the first place.
This match was certainly, in terms of score, 3-1. It seems like a dominant score, but if you look into the games itself, like I Heart Moonwee, they always had a really big chance of coming back, especially Game 2 and 4. They were so close, going all the way until the end. But of course, at the end, our winner of the second match is going to be J1 Arma. So we have the 2 teams.
We do have the 2 teams, yep. So J1 Arma versus
All girls team.
All girls team, yeah. Definitely. Who do you think is gonna win?
I honestly don't know. It's about, I think, of course, the competition kicks in really hot. Yeah, with the double Berserker and the Phantasma. But if they go against each other with the exact same composition,
no.
then we'll be in panic, first of all.
We'll be in panic. We'll be like, where's everybody? Where's everybody moving around?
Okay, let's see the colors. What side? Okay, who is this guy?
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but,
we'll be having a lot of fun at the same time as you guys are. I hope you guys are having a blast, because it's been so far, the first 2 matches, really fun.
And I just think, speaking of like having fun, maybe we can choose another gamepad winner.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Let's see. I'm just gonna go through that chat. I saw one person that I'm gonna choose.
Yep. Right below, we have the controllers, and if you're playing Black Desert Mobile, guys, we have our phones, but with these controllers, your life will be changed forever. I'm not lying, guys. I'm not lying. Like, the moment first I stole my friend's controller, and then I played it for like 40 minutes, okay? And then I went home, immediately bought one. It changes your mobile gaming life, basically.
Really, I never used a gamepad before, because I just play with the phone in itself. But are gamepads that nice?
Yeah, touching is okay, but it gives you a lot more of the grip of the controller. So in terms of controlling, I think it's a lot easier. So of course, participate not just in chat throughout the event of Asia, Europe, and Americas that are happening one at a time. But also we have the social media events, so you can go check that out. It's all on the website again. And we have the results from our second match. And rank 1, you guessed it, Sailboats.
874 points.
And also Raven. Raven 779, rank 2.
So Neverton actually did very well.
Who said Raven's worse than Phantasma?
Yeah, I mean,
said that?
But I mean, the meta definitely says that Berserker and Phantasma are the OP classes. But
yes, of course.
But honestly, Neverton really stepped up well. And just looking at these match results, maybe we should give Neverton that gamepad for that one, like, out of the 3 gamepads. What do you think?
Yeah, we have one for the players too, right?
Yeah, we can give out 3.
certainly.
So
Go,
yes,
go ahead.
Nevertheless, just remember you are getting a gamepad as well. Congratulations for your good performance. Although you lost because the J1 Arma team overall did.
But they can still
very
get
well.
third place.
Yeah, they still can get third place. Yeah, which is gonna happen pretty soon as
And
well.
they all get puppies, so
Yeah.
that's also a great thing.
But I'm surprised that Sailboats stored all the points. I didn't notice it, but yes, Sailboats was securing the points to make sure that their team gets that victory.
And it's also not like Raven is lacking mobility. Raven also has lots of mobility. So, but of course, compared to Berserker, maybe a little less, but still, Raven's a really good class, guys.
Yeah, and it's kind of a shame. We were saying that Raven needs to game up because she's not in the meta. They need to show reason to find why the Raven is in the tournament. And actually, she did perform. She really did perform well. So kudos to her, and she gets that gamepad too. So congratulations.
Yeah, all right. A great game so far. And that's the end of our second match. So the semifinals is over, but we have the third, fourth placement match and also the grand finals waiting for us very soon. So don't go anywhere. We have a short break for 15 minutes. And when we come back, those two last matches of Asia. guys? Welcome back to BRC Season 2. This is Asia. So far, we're done with the semifinals, and it is time for not the grand finals yet. Before that, we have third, fourth placement match between the two teams, the Thorin Boys and the I Heart Mui Mui that just lost their first match from the semifinals.
Definitely, both teams had some good performances, but they didn't make the finals. Especially for I Love Mui Mui, they did step up their game. They tried to turn it over, but J1 Arma team had it secured. And for the Thorin Boys, I mean, their composition at first was 2 Grandmasters and 1 Reaper, I believe. And their composition didn't work out. So, I mean, I don't know how they're going to come out in the 3rd and 4th place matches. But, of course, the 3rd place has much better rewards. So, I think they should really aim high and try to secure that win.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, compared to the 4th place, you get a whole lot more in the 3rd place. And not just that, it's not just about the prize. It's always also about the pride. So that comes in really hot because Thorin Boys, they tried to come back with the Berserkers, but they only got 1 chance because they were already down to 0-2. So maybe in this matchup, just going with the Berserker to go against full out and then maybe getting the win. I think it's possible. Just a single game was maybe not enough for them to actually get the victory back.
Definitely. But definitely the 3rd and 4th place match, I'm very excited. They're not gonna win the whole tournament, but actually they can relax more and maybe show more of their skills. That's how I always feel when we're doing like 3rd and 4th places. So yes, I'm very excited for what characters and what strategies they are gonna bring in here, and hopefully with positive vibes that I always like to mention on stream.
Yeah, good vibes. Good vibes are always better compared to those cloudy days in the blues. And here, I think we are ready to go into game already. Thorin Boys versus I Heart Mui Mui. It is going to be game number 1, and we go into Temple Raiders. Here we go, no waiting.
Yep, they are just on it to each other. Starting with the match, Raw is on low HP already. Let's see how he survives. No, Raw HP. Raw goes down.
Yeah, just to mention again, 77 on the left is Raw, and 75 on the right side of your screen is going to be Lucky, and 76 is Pablo.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that.
And so far, I Heart Mui Mui taking somewhat over control onto the side right now. Sneaky almost got caught, but it just dashes away.
Yep. The early phase of this map is definitely just feeling each other out, like how strong they are, who's their key player, and definitely that Monument of Battle. Let's see who gets it with 1 HP, and Never did. Our gamepad winner gets the Monument, right?
Got the Monument, so they have the buff, but because of that, they also traded a whole lot of damage. And I thought JVV was actually alive with 1 HP, but go down.
And I just noticed that Sneaky Banana and Raw actually did not the Grandmaster, but they chose a Berserker instead to actually secure the 3rd win.
So the same classes, same competition for both. As we have actually Lucky going full out aggressive.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and I just noticed JBiv as well. Yeah, as you mentioned, she is not the Reaper anymore, but she actually went back to Raven. So that's another big thing to notice for sure.
As we continue, Thorin Boys grabbing a lot of those orbs, up to 10 right now, even though they lost the Monument.
If you notice, one thing more interesting is Pablo and Lucky. They're like a duo team composition, just like chasing down a single enemy, just going on each other.
Right now, they're letting Thorin Boys to take some more damage to the Monument because a lot of them were low, but gaining some of their HP back. Now targeting towards the Lagos.
And Lucky and Pablo goes down.
So at some point going away. Still there is that freeze orb. And starting to doing some more damage to Lagos, only 11 bars left.
There's kind of like hitting and tagging Lagos, not going into it all in yet. They're making sure that they have an advantage before they actually start hitting the Lagos. So let's see who's going to take the final hit. JBiv is low on HP.
Yeah, less than a minute left as Sneaky Banana trying to do some more, but they're onto a chase. They're trying to get Pablo down and Lucky down. Going super low on HP, trying to stay alive for the time being, 45 seconds.
Sneaky Banana secures a statue, and let's see who gets the Lagos kill. Still 5.
Oh, Thorny Boys took so many kills before the Lagos went down, but I Heart Mumi, they take the Lagos, but a lot of the members from Thorny Boys are low. 30 seconds left on the clock. Will they take the kill? I Heart Mumi, they have a lot of time.
And speaking of that, JBIF goes down, and Mui has the higher advantage with 15 seconds left in the game.
Oh man, as long as Pablo stays alive, I Heart Mumi may just take this, and they grab so many kills. Raw goes down again and again.
And
7 seconds. That's it.
I definitely think Pablo stepped up his game, which is temp 2076, right? So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they got it.
And the time doesn't stop there. And it is going to be I Heart Mui. Thorny Boys, they had some chance, but they realized that, okay, we grabbed a few kills, so we stole some points away, but because in doing that, they traded a lot in damage. So they couldn't really go towards Lagos, which gave basically free Lagos to I Heart Mui, and then after that, them saying, okay, they're like less than half HP. All of them.
Yeah. And with those Lagos buffs, after you kill the Lagos, you get those extra CP buffs, as well as the Orb of Lightning, and etc. And again, Pablo and Lucky, their duo movement with those Berserkers were just insane. I just saw them in the map where they're trying to secure one of the team members. If somebody's like isolated, they make sure to find that target. They just run into two and together and just like chop him down.
And that was very interesting as Mui. I think was the right timing to actually wait. Maybe it was intentional that they actually went down. So they get to refresh their HP.
That's another good strategy too.
Full three-player squad to get back up and then go for the Lagos immediately. So that could have been a strategy that was used because they could sort of read how much points were going away to the opponent team. But after the Lagos, you know you're going to win that big fight. So big decision-making moment right there. But because of that, they were able to grab that first win.
I'm definitely excited for Sneaky Banana and JBIF playing up their game as well. They were doing okay so far.
Yep. And that was game number 1, but we are ready to get into our map number 2, Keeper of the Relics. The game is ready. Let's go right in. And here we go with the Ballista fight. Yeah. Ooh, Thorny Boys actually two of them defending their own.
Yep.
Tried to trade more damage instead.
That damage ship down was so fast from I Love Mui Mui team. But yes, we'll see how they go. First blood goes to Raw.
Maybe not just one. Oh, Lucky's also super low. That's another kill.
Yep. Thorn Boys on the move. They just they had that early advantage. Made sure to get those early 2 kills first. But they are gonna be low on HP and yep. With that orb heal. Just look at that movement. Raw is doing actually pretty well.
Pretty well, but Sneaky Banana does go down, so some more damage. But Thorny Boys, they got the statue. So keeping that early lead, continuing their momentum and damage.
Yep, I can definitely say that Raw is stepping up his game currently. And yeah, we'll see how they're doing. JBIF is low on HP as well. He has to survive.
And by the way, our absorbers are doing such a great job. Yep, making sure we can understand what's going on in the map right now.
Thank you for that, definitely.
Oh, Raw are so low, but still staying alive somehow, some way.
That great sustainability from the Berserker is just going insane.
Yeah, JBB is also pretty much 1 HP. Yeah. But how long can they actually keep this up? They need some orbs to heal back up.
They need a lot of orbs, and JBib is gonna go. JBib's down. And yeah, I mean, like a Raw and Sneaky Banana are too low on HP too. I don't know how the hell they'll sustain. They gotta find those orbs or the orb of heal.
Yeah, JB's okay because he was not holding as much points. So Lagos is here. I heard Mui. They're all full HP. They're not holding too much points, but there's always room for the big comeback. Okay, grabbing a lot of those orbs so they can actually sustain a lot more.
Raw is definitely stepping up. I'm impressed. Like I didn't see him step up on the semifinals.
Yeah, Raw is 77 on the left side on blue, and 76 here. That's Pablo for you guys to remember. I know it's a lot of numbers for you guys to tell, but here we go. Some damage going into Lagos at the same time, and Thorny Boys keeping the points up. And bursting down Lagos 3 bars, and it does go to Mui instead. So, will they pick a fight? Thorny Boys, they gotta run away. Sneaky Banana just running for his life.
great focus by Team Mui Mui, definitely with those focus on getting those last hits. They definitely want to make sure that they secure the third place. Easy on a 3-0.
Yeah, the Thunder was on a chase, but the opponent ran away pretty much all the way into the other side. I Heart Mui Mui now controlling the entire game. 34 seconds left. We'll be fighting for Ballista soon enough, but I think this is not a bad gap to actually finish the game with.
Definitely. They need to step up their game to make sure that Pablo and Lucky are down to steal those points. But, you know, so far, I mean, it looks promising that Pablo is going to survive the whole game. 13 seconds left.
You know, both teams going for the Ballista, and IR Mui Mui, they gotta go for it. The points are about the same. Here comes the kill, but oh my goodness, Thorin boys, they tried to do so much more, but I Heart Mui Mui, we're coming back with good scores.
Yeah, it was a hard gap to win because like Never all had those points. Yeah, so
yeah, never really went down. The other two actually were going down, and I was so surprised with that many kill feed. Okay. Thorin boys must have got a lot of points, but because though one was holding so much points, it didn't really happen.
Definitely, they just show that they can actually secure their score points, survive, and actually focus on target. So I mean, there's no reason that they would have lost. Thorin boys definitely needs to step up on that. I just want to point out that Raul did very well in the beginning of the match. If they had more teamwork to actually secure more points on the objects, they would have had a better chance. So I'm definitely rooting for them to do better in the next game.
Yeah, certainly. This was much closer. Thorin, I think they had the right strategy towards the end game.
Yep.
But it was just about the target. But the one that's holding the most point, he will never go down. Will not pick on fight and leave the rest, the other two, sort of acting like a guard.
Definitely.
For that point to basically secure and to stay. There was a moment where the point was about the same. Was it about like 270 something? It was 273 to 275 or something. There was basically no point difference between the two teams, and lots of wild team fight happened right in the middle, and then at the end, yeah, I heard Mui Mui traded a lot better.
And speaking of that, Thorin boys did call for a timeout. They want to make sure
it's about time to go back to Grandmasters.
I think it's a good thing for Grandmasters. I am rooting for the Grandmasters anytime, any day. I love Grandmasters. I love my Warlords, and I especially love my Titan brethren. Titans are like giants. They're like big characters that hold axes. I was really hoping that we had more Titan action. We didn't get any.
I can see whenever you talk about Grandmaster, your energy level is...
Is it?
Your energy level, your facial expression changes a lot.
And
I know my first character was also Grandmaster.
Really?
So, yeah. Not biased, of course.
And like
but Archmage rules.
I'm very surprised with your ability to just like cast with this. I mean, it's your first time doing a cast for the Black Desert Ramoness stuff,
yes,
right?
of course.
And
of
like
course.
your knowledge and your their expressions, they're just out there, and I just totally respect that. Definitely senpai so material.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all the compliments. Gotta go continue with the third and fourth, and I believe the timeout is over now. When our third game is ready, and I just got the call. The game is ready. Will this be it for the Thorin boys? Well, will they make a huge comeback after the timeout? We'll find it out right now. The battle has begun. We go back to our Temple Raiders.
And if you notice, the composition for Thorin boys is Raven, Phantasma, and Berserker. So it's a
mix of old and new.
Yeah, old and new. And Temp is down, but yeah, I love Willy Willy started stampeded through Thorin boys, started the game right away. I mean, of course, it's the early stages of the game, so you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, I think I'm going to puke. No, because early game, I heard Willy Willy control so much.
Yeah, they're just like pushing everything. They just make sure that like the enemy's down, and then they start getting those orbs and objectives. Let's see who's getting the monument battle. Nope, they're not interested yet. They're just going around on their own business.
At least Thorin boys, they did get grab onto the kill and never did. And if they get Pablo, that's great. And they also got Pablo down. So a lot of points transferring into Thorin boys.
Sneaky Banana is doing a 1v1. Oh, and he got the assist from J-Biv.
After Mui Mui taking few away.
Neverdin, is he going to go down? Yes, JBIF takes him down.
Yeah, Sneaky Bananas was holding a lot of points.
Yeah, Doran Boys actually stepping their game up. They do have a slight lead up there, but again, it's all about those objectives and who has better teamwork on focus.
Yeah, I can see I heard Mui literally going towards the ore the moment it spawned, and they've been controlling.
Everybody's on low HP.
That's a big problem. Neverton has the HP, but Lagos out. You go for the monument first.
Ooh.
Yeah, Thorin Boys just picking up so many of those orbs.
Yeah,
so
Doran
far.
Boys are doing well. They just need to make sure that they survive and get those last hits.
Yeah, but the problem is Thorin Boys. Okay, they got the statue.
But he's gonna
the
go
chance,
down
but,
right away.
But they're so low on HP, so this is actually a chance for I Heart Mui. The entire team, can they destroy them and steal the points?
They're still like probing through the Lagos. Nobody's hitting the Lagos fully yet. They're just waiting for that chance.
Okay, it's a chance for Lucky to kick in hot with the Berserker. Not too much of a point difference between the two teams. But you have to wait. You can see JBB is all the way in the back, not really willing to fight directly. As some damage is going into Lagos finally.
Oh, and JB is instantly down. Yep. I love Mui team just stepping the game up and they have a score lead again. Oh, and it got turned again.
Yeah, as we say that, Pablo actually goes down. So a lot of points going back to Thorin Boys now. Lagos being bursted down to the final bar, and actually it is Roar. So Thorin Boys grabbing the Lagos with the buff. They're going all the way in.
I am so happy for Raw. He really stepped up his game since Game 2 and Game 3. He was focusing on that last hit to get those points. It seems promising that they're going to win currently.
Yeah, Raw did a fantastic job targeting the points. Again, not just getting the Lagos, but separating the entire team, and only with 2 seconds.
And Raw is just out there securing the win.
Such a big gap in terms of points. 153 to 47 at the end. In just the last 20 seconds, you never know what's going to be coming at you, because Thorin Boys, most of them were such in low HP, but they decided to actually let the opponents take them, but not all together. So if it's all together, then they will take the Lagos too.
Definitely.
So one by one, I could see the reason why they were going down, but the timing has to be exact, and they have to calculate that, which is a really hard deal.
Definitely. I love Mui definitely had the bigger initiative, but Thorin Boys stepped up and they said, no, we're not going to lose just right away. We're not going to be the 4th place bracket. We're going to try and we're going to make a difference. And they did have that timeout, and they made sure to have some substitutes to Phantasma, Raven, and Berserker, right?
Yeah, which is a very interesting comp to bring in. And in terms of mobility, but to go against the double Berserkers, I think they found the comp, and it certainly worked this time.
Definitely, and kudos again to Neverton that stepped up to show that Raven is still a good class in the Ramoness. And as you noticed, Reaper, I think JB was the Reaper before, but he changed classes back to Raven again, and showed that, you know, the Raven is a better choice.
Hey, Raven got ranked 2 in the previous match.
I know.
In terms of the score, you can never count Raven down. Such a strong class, not just in this season. Also, we saw lots of Ravens in the previous season.
Definitely, yeah.
So certainly a standard to kick in all the time. And of course, lots of Berserkers out there, but compared to Phantasma, we see a lot of these special moments for Raven. So very exciting. As we have, guys, exciting news. Game 4 is ready. Let's go. And will this be the reverse sweep of Thorin Boys? We can kind of feel it, but I heart Mui. They're not going to let this go easy.
As I noticed when the game started again, Mui was just on him right away at the game to start, but Thorin Boys actually has the better point lead right now.
And just targeting Ballista, and then we see this moment of truce between the two.
Yep, there's a truce moment. Still probing out, making sure that they get the orbs completely. Sneaky Banana is very low HP. Oh, he's down.
Sneaky Banana sort of went in to save Roar.
Yeah, Roar.
but it was actually Sneaky Banana going down.
Yeah, and Neverton secured that kill for sure.
Okay, I heard Mui
Sorry, go ahead.
wanted to use that time to get the monument,
Uh-huh.
but JB actually got the monument. Good steal away.
I know. JBIF was on that accurate steal right there. Whew.
So it's not going to be as much dominance from I Heart Mui Mui at the
2v2.
beginning, but as I say that, JB goes down, instantly. Good teamwork from all three.
I know.
Pablo, Lucky, and Neverdin.
Pablo and Lucky, they're just like this insane duo where they just chase that enemy, making sure that they go down. They don't look back, they just go forward and secure that kill.
Yeah,
but
double berserkers chasing after you, that's one of your worst nightmares.
I know. And yep, as I worried, Doran Boys had low HP, and then Sneaky Banana did go down.
And right after that, that was a pretty good counterattack by the Thorin boys. They actually focused on both berserkers at the same time. Got both of the kills. That's the reason why the points are towards Thorin boys right now.
And Raw is low on HP, and Raw is down again.
Yeah, Raw is down. Is this the time? Or is this way too early to go for a few more kills or even to damage? Lagos not really going to be touched at all.
It's hard to decide who is going to win, because points are on a tie, actually. I think the Lagos factor is going to be the biggest factor in this game.
100%, 100%. 15 bars. Yeah, we see.
Sneaky Banana's on low HP as well. Let's see how he's going to survive. Yes, he's running away. Good movements. JBIF on the save, but he's going to go down while trying to save Sneaky Banana.
Yeah, but at the same time, Mui Mui is going for the Lagos instead. The double duo is double berserkers.
Oh, Doran Boys has it.
What?
Oh.
What a steal. Just came in and kicked in and blew a whistle and took those points away.
Yeah, as soon as the Lagos was killed, they still got some kills from Doran Boys, and the game is still close. You never know what's going to happen.
Okay,
Ooh.
but takes one more down. Pablo does go down, so Thorin boys, and they're all still pretty healthy. Sneaky Banana holding a lot of points, so
JB
has to be
going down.
passive now. Yeah, JB goes down, but not holding too much points, so I think that's still okay. Up to Sneaky Banana this time. And for I Heart Mui Mui, it's mostly going to be about Lucky.
Yep, they got the ballista. Sneaky Banana has to run. He is so low on HP. If he dies, there's going to be a chance that the results go to Mui Mui.
Yeah, Sneaky Banana goes down, and the ballista at this exact same time. But Thorin Boy has a massive comeback at the end. That was a final kill.
How did that happen?
That was a final kill from the Thorin Boys. Last 0.1 second. That was insane.
I know. Like I thought Mui Mui had it for a while.
Mui Mui had it for a while, for about 3 seconds
and
after
then,
getting a big hit, and then the point taker.
The moment that Sneaky Banana went down, I was thinking, oh, Mui Mui got this. They were like, going to secure the win. But no, Thorin Boys said, no, we're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. And then Rao and JBIF stepped their game up, and they stole the points back, and it's a 2-2, right?
Hey, finally, you got what you wanted. Game 5.
Game 5.
We're going.
Yes.
Going to a full Game 5 match. That was very, very exciting. We have to focus so hard. Of course, Game 5.
Game 5.
50-50. Random map.
Yep, 50-50 random map. Well, we don't know which map is going to be used, but I think both teams don't really mind the maps.
I personally like Keeper of the Relics just a little more because it's a lot more points.
I love
basically.
Yep, and I love the ballista factor, and I also love the arena. It's much more round and bigger with less obstacles in the wall.
Yeah, to me it feels a lot more. To me, just because of less, I guess, structures. That's sort of stopping you from moving out all the way out. It looks like Keeper of the Relics is slightly bigger to me.
Yeah, it's much bigger in my opinion as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely excited for the fifth match. Who do you think's gonna win?
Oh, this is tough. This is really tough because it came down to like maybe less than like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
I almost blinked at the last few seconds, and then when I blinked, I saw the points going towards the Thorin Boys.
And when I was closing my eyes, I thought Mui Mui was gonna win, but yeah, Thorin Boys had it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and so far it's actually crazy. And of course, there was a timeout from I Heart Mui Mui. It is going to go all the way to the last game. Not a bad time to call for a timeout. And I think we have another gamepad to give out, right?
Yeah, I think 2 more for our game participants, and 2 or 3 more for our adventurers. Yep. So if you if you see anybody from chat, yep, just please do and just choose anybody that you prefer to give out.
How about we give out one already to one of the Thorin boys. One of the Thorin boys.
One of the Thorin boys.
Uh-huh.
Who is it gonna be?
One of the Thorin boys, and I'll choose JB.
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 JB, congratulations! You are getting that nice, sweet gamepad. And let's see. I'm gonna choose one from chat.
We have a lot to give out today. We have a lot of job to do. I like it.
I'm gonna give it to Gem Manabat. I did loud casting before, and I know your job is difficult. Kudos to G Clef and Serb. So thank you, Gem Manabat. You will get that extra gamepad. All right.
All right. Compliments, they work most of the time.
I usually, I'm just
especially if you type names, it catches our eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just did that. I mean, I know G Clef had a difficult time choosing, so I just went ahead and chose one. But I think we still have like 1 or 2 gamepads left for our audience, right?
For our audience, I think we still have one more, and one more for the player, and we still have a best of 7 final.
Yep.
After this final game.
Definitely, we have a long series coming up soon.
The timeout. I wonder what they're going to talk about, man. This comes down to the final game, and the fact that the map is random. You have to think about both strategies.
Definitely. I'm just it's gonna be a clutch play for each team because, like, you know, Thorin boys. I thought at first when it was like a 2-0, I was like, maybe Thorin boys like got tilted because they, you know, losing tilts everybody. And like, you know, you play games. If you lose a lot, the losing streak goes on. But no, they woke up and they said they put a foot on the door of failure, and they said, no, we're not gonna stop there. We're gonna actually come back.
100%. And of course, guys, we're also reading chat. So root for your not just for us and the players. Root for your favorite team. Give a shout out. Just say whatever you want. But of course, positive vibes as
positive vibes.
as we all know.
I'm just curious what strategy Mui is talking about. The timeout's going a little longer than I expected, but I think they're gonna bring out some interesting team composition, maybe.
And we'll see. We'll kick back into the final game of third, fourth placement match, and the game is ready. The final game of third, fourth placement match. Who is it going to be? I Heart Mui Mui, or is it going to be the Thorin boys? We'll find out right here. The map is Temple Radars.
All right, so it's gonna be, well, I know we both favor the Keeper of the Relics, but it's gonna be Temple Raiders, so it's gonna be a tough challenge for both of these teams.
It never did take some damage, but overall, I heard Mui Mui to begin with did take a lot more damage in comparison.
Sneaky Banana on that chase, trying to get Never Did down, but Never Did say no. Oh no, she's down.
Yeah, but Lucky taking those both kills by alone there.
Yep.
Did a lot of job. Right, the Pablo certainly supporting that.
Yep. Lucky's down. Sneaky Bananas with the low points, low HP. He has to sustain his HP to make sure that he survives with those points. Of course, it's the beginning of the game. You never know what's gonna happen.
You know, big class change for the final game, but Statue.
Noticing that Thorin Boys has a relatively lower HP. And yes, speaking of that, yeah, Mui Mui's got the monument. They got the
they got the big buff.
Big buffs. They got the points. They are up there. But yes, while they did secure the points, those Pablo and Lucky are low on HP as well.
Yeah, pretty low. JB's also pretty low, but not holding as much points, so not much pressure onto himself. Sneaky Banana can always just, as he's chasing down, there's a kill.
It's a good basic primary functions. Good elementary skill level stuff.
Oh, Sneaky Banana
just going up there, man. He's just stepping up. Yep, for sure.
Wow.
They're back up again.
Exercising through the entire map.
Yep. That was like basic flexing skills of their, like, you know, skills for Berserker and just going up there.
And also taking down so much points. And I heard Mui, luckily for them, they got another monument. So second monument. So they sort of keep their buff. And continuing with the damage. So and then here we go, Lagos.
Ooh.
Less than 10 bars left.
Close match, close match. Who is going to win?
Freeze in the final bar, and Mui takes all the objectives in the final game. Thorin boys, what can they actually do to come back? They have near full HP, so they have to make it with fights. PvP.
It's definitely a big score difference. So you know, Thorin boys definitely need to step up and actually secure and kill the enemy to actually get this back. Sneaky Banana is down, and Oro is down as well.
Oh, even worse. I heard Mui. They're controlling so much.
120-point difference. It's just big right now. I don't see any hope in this game so far.
My goodness, Lucky's holding 94 to himself.
Oh goodness.
And running away for his life. And Berserker just, as you can see, going all the way across the map.
Yeah, he's just making that clockwise movement.
And making sure his teammates are on the other side.
He's down! He's down!
He's down! The points are about the same, and Thorin Boys makes a comeback, 106!
Oh my goodness!
Seconds left! What is going to happen until the end?
What happened, Mui team?
The Thunder Orb is certainly helping. But let's see. JB's got to keep that point.
JB has to keep, and I think he's going to keep those points. Oh, no! Last moment!
Big targeting dying by both of the team.
Oh,
and he drops right before the time. At 2 seconds left. And we have the winner. Third place finish is going to be I Heart Mui there. Well, Thorin Boys, they almost had it.
You know, like it was like a clutch moment. Team Mui had the advantage. Then Thorin Boys had the advantage, but then both teams made one big mistake on each side, and eventually Mui got the win back. Right?
Well, that was a big run away. I mean, it's a closed map. You can't run away too far. Yeah. But I was wishing that there would be somewhere backup, some help from the teammates. I think they relied and trusted on the person with the most points to actually run away and keep himself alive.
Yeah, definitely. But anyways, both matches were really great plays, and remember, this was only the 3rd and 4th placement matches, and they really played their game really well, both teams.
Yeah, that's game 5 was actually insane. I think so far the best game so far.
I agree. Yeah. And you know, I just think they both played really well. And JBIF, he got that kill from Pablo, and I thought they were going to get that win. Of course, he did die at the last moment, but I'm glad he still has the gamepad, so he gets the gamepad.
but the prize, of course, there's a big difference. I think JB could have run away a little more.
Yeah.
And also was waiting for Aurora and Sneaky to really come in for help, but I think they were also busy trying to doing the other things on the other side of the map.
Yep. And I think just Mui team, Pablo and Lucky, their duo composition with the Berserkers, they made sure that anybody who has a lot of scores doesn't stay there. They made sure to track them down.
And because that double Berserker, they have the mobility to hunt down the target, and because they're focusing on the same target, usually when they made that choice, they got the kill.
Yep.
So I think that's a big take.
Definitely. And just thank you for that great matching. I mean, like, I kind of lost my voice there for a moment. I was shouting too loud, maybe.
Yeah, the final few seconds of that game was intense. My eyeballs almost popped out, just like you guys watching right now. Yeah. Like that was crazy. It almost felt like Game 7 of the Grand Finals.
Yeah.
To me, it actually did.
Definitely.
Well, great job to both of the teams actually providing us, giving us this heck of a match that we just had.
And I think this was a good warm-up. Just a reminder again, Temple Raiders is hard to survive. It's just like there's nowhere to hide. Compared to like Keeper of the Relics, the map is too wide, so you don't know which bush somebody's hiding in. But with the Temple Raiders, you can just like slack through each bush. You can check who's hiding, whatever.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep when you go into the bush. It doesn't show on the minimap for a while, so when you're just looking at the minimap, you don't actually know where the opponent is hiding. There's so many things going on, sometimes you don't get to check that all the time. And that is it. And with that, we do have the result ready. So let's see the scores. And of course, 3-2. I Heart Mui grabbing the win, finishing 3rd place from Asia. Congratulations. And of course, 4th place that still went through the qualifiers, went through went through a lot of matches to come up into the semifinals.
Definitely.
So also congratulations to Thorin Boys finishing 4th.
And overall, compared to the previous score points, the contribution points for each teammate was evenly spread, showing that they really put it in. They really put it in. They acted as a team. They made sure to secure all the points. And of course, Neverdin on the ace rule again. So I could definitely see Mui Mui's team, Neverdin, being that ace. Yeah. So
Yes.
I mean,
Certainly, Raven behind those two Berserkers doing all the job. It seems like the Berserkers are all flashy, all damage, but as you can see from the score, Raven is doing a lot. Sort of behind the camera or off the camera.
Yep. With all those burst damages, and she does have good evading and sustain skills as well. So I think that definitely helped a lot. And of course, Sneaky Banana team, Sneaky Banana showed some good movement as well. But I think they just had that last chance for J-Bib with all those point holders, losing it. But yeah, it was a very close match.
Yep. Certainly this match going all the way to game 5. This was one of the most crazy matches so far.
I'm definitely happy that we just had a game 5.
Yeah,
especially for the 3rd and 4th place matches. That was good.
And also the best thing is that was a 3rd, 4th placement match. We have the
And
grand finals.
I know.
And it's best of 7, guys. We could actually get all 7 games, which will be super exciting.
And just imagine, this is just the beginning. We have the Asia region, then we have the Europe region, and then we have the American region. So I'm just very happy for that too. Oh my goodness, I was so excited for this.
I know you're already having so much of a blast. Me also.
Yeah.
And you guys, get ready for the grand finals, but I've got to tell you sad news. 15-minute break before the grand finals, so don't go anywhere and stay tight because best of 7 between the 2 greatest teams of Asia. They're coming soon. J1 Arma versus all girls teams in just 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, the grand finals. welcome back to Ramoness Championships 2021. We're about to see the grand finals of Asia right here, right now, best of 7. Between the two teams, who do you think is going to take it? Do you think it's going to be all-girls team or J1 Arma?
Yes, I was definitely expecting J1 Arma to be on that finals, and all-girls team showed a great match performance from the semifinals too. So I'm very excited for this matchup.
It is going to be centric. It's going to come down to the last seconds, just like the last match, or you never know. It might just be like a straight 4-0, right? There is always a chance.
Yep.
But usually, so far, we have been seeing a lot of timeouts, and after a timeout, at least like a game off of the other side. So that has been the thing, but this is best of 7, so I think it's a lot more to think about when we go back and forth between the maps.
Definitely just looking at their composition, they both have 2 Berserkers, and both have a Phantasma, so it's going to be like a mirror match again. And it's more about like who has the better teamwork, who has better physics, and more concentration on hitting that last hit on the objects.
Yeah, it's going to be. We saw a lot of these teams, and at that moment, even if you lose that objective, we saw a lot of the teams going for the kill. Okay, we lost the objective, so might as well just go for the fight and take the points away. We saw a lot of those fights happening. It's not like you lose. When you lose the objective, if you run away, you're actually giving them a lot more than just the objective. So we saw those type of strategies for all teams that were playing today. So let's see if that happens soon enough. And before we get into the finals, I believe we're going to take a quick look into the finalist once again when we get the game ready.
Yeah. It's gonna be a best of 7, intense, and like maps are gonna be random, and of course, like we're definitely looking towards the Keeper of the Relics maps. We both thought that they were gonna be very exciting. Yeah, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Right before that, the bracket from Asia, of course, started from the semifinals. We had quarterfinals and preliminaries before, but of course, you guys want the best action, so we prepared from the semifinals. It is what it is. Thorn Boys went down. I Heart Mui Mui went down, and of course, all girls team, they had a 3-0. So in terms of score, it seems like they can be stronger, but J1 Arma in terms of dominance, and if you look into the match, the details and the teamwork, I also think J1 Arma might actually be slightly stronger.
Yeah, they were dominating for sure, definitely.
Yep, and we will see one of the two teams. I don't know which team comes first. All girls team. Oh yeah, here we go. Double Berserker.
Yep, the Double Berserker, Fummy, and Alpha Calypto with the Brawler and the Shock Collar. They definitely did show their presence and tell us why Berserker is very strong in this meta currently. And Hwaken definitely was noticeable with her orbing skills, making sure that they secured all the points. And yes, overall, they were very concise, and they made sure that the victory was secured. That's why they had that 3-0 against Thorn Boys.
Yeah, but also Phantasma, it's not just taking the orbs to your team, but it's also about, because Phantasma got a big range buff into a lot of her skills, it's also taking the orbs away from the opponent, because when you have that orb, you can simply just run away, become invincible for a couple of seconds, and that might be the time your teammates actually need to focus and take the points away. So we saw a lot of those strategy coming out from a girls team, but they were way too dominant, so it feels like we don't get to see 100% of what they can do from the semifinals. Let's see how they can go against this team right here. J1 Arma, same composition.
Alright, so Sailboats and Cooper and Alex Sanity. Again, Sailboats was the biggest point holder in the series, I believe. And yeah, just his brawling skills and evasive skills were amazing. Cooper, in my opinion, was very supportive and made sure that they secured a win from long range distances. And Alex Sanity on game 3, I think game 4, I believe, was making sure that the enemies were down. So they were just really good.
Yeah, I remember Alex holding a lot of points, even though it says he's the Orber, but still, whenever Berserker can always change a lot of things. And I remember in the older balance patch, even they had to nerf some numbers on Berserker because it's really hard, because Berserker can be so hard to deal against against the other classes. That's one of the reasons why Berserker is basically the meta.
Yeah, and just looking at the overall odds, of course, J1 Arma has the higher win rate, 88%, compared to all girls team, which is 78%. It's a 10% difference. And I don't know, just from the semifinals, I think that both teams have a good chance of winning. And I can't really say who's gonna win for sure, but definitely, like, just from my first observation, I just think with J1 Arma being very named in the PvP community, I believe they do have a higher chance.
Okay, what's... I just saw this. What's that A all the way at the bottom? Is it because they're all both A class? Because I never remember myself getting lots of A's in my school days.
I think it's more about, like, they're saying, oh, top rank A's. Yeah, top rank A's probably at the bottom.
They didn't get A+.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
Probably A rank, top rank, very likely.
But yes, just that mirror composition is just very exciting. And don't forget, we still have the gamepad events going on.
I heard we have a lot of pads actually available.
Yep, and I am choosing one more person.
Right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Venmar Kudog. Venmar Kudog.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, rooting for J1 Arma. Serendia represents. Thank you for the events. Thank you. And stuff. So Venmar Kudog.
Yeah, thank you, G Clef. Thank you. I love you. Okay. You're welcome, man. All the time.
So that's that. And I think we do we still have how many gamepads do we have left?
I thought we had still 3 or 4 left. So, and this is crazy because Type C, guys, is the future. Type C USB Type C is actually the future. I love it so much.
It does look very nice.
It not just provides, it's not just a battery, and it charges so fast, and it's universal. It's so quick, and you don't have to worry about which side you put it in. That's one of the best things.
Really?
It does. Of course, right here. USB. Oh, it's a short to go on camera, but it doesn't matter. You just plug it in. It's easy, and it provides power too. So technology is getting there, man. So I believe we still have 3 more.
Yep, 3 more.
To choose for
3 more, and one should be for the like. We gave out 2 gamepads for our contendants. One was for forgot their names, but we gave out 2. Yeah, and there's 1 more left for either the final participants, and 3 for the streamers. Yeah.
Oh yes.
And yep, I can see a lot of active chatting to make sure they get recognized.
Oh, but we'll see the chat soon enough because the game is starting. The grand finals of Asia. We're going into game number 1. And here we go. Temple Raiders.
Oh yes, and Alexander and Sailboats on Fami, making
Fami.
sure Fami goes down right away after starting.
Yeah, family did go a little too far.
Yeah,
a little too far all the way.
Walk in and Alexander low on HP. Sailboats is going down too. Let's see how they do. Krupu just moving around, and Krupu just changed to Invoker. Yeah, she was
Invoker.
Yeah, she was previously Phantasma, but now she's an Invoker, showing off those crazy moves.
Invoker not really the most popular, but do see Invokers in and out.
Yes, we do have a lot of named Invokers in our Ramoness League, and I'm glad that Krupu decided to show up her secret Invoker. I guess she saved it up till the finals.
Hidden for the grand finals, and we do see a lot more skirmishes. Fumi going down again.
And definitely J1 Arma showing that they are actually dominating.
And J1 Arma, because of those initial kills, they're getting a lot more orb control to begin with. The monument taken away by All Girls team.
Yeah, just dominating there.
That's at least some good news for All Girls team because everything was going towards J1 Arma to begin.
And Alpakaloto just surviving there, trying to sustain and run away. And Sailboats was on the hot chase. Is Alpa gonna go down? Is he gonna survive? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Just berserker
Alpa actually
to
took
survive.
down Cooper before going down.
That's nice. That was just nice plays. Alexander goes down as well. Lagos appeared.
Yeah, right in the middle. Points about the same, just a single point difference. Okay, with Lagos, both teams really just running away, not really focusing on it. Right now it's time.
Yep, they are focusing on the Lagos to surfacing each other, making sure that they don't die instantly. And
which team? It is all girls team actually grabbing the big chunk of points right there.
oh yes, and Fami got disconnected. Fami got disconnected. Oh no!
At the greatest time, but Apocalypto is still here.
Apocalypse is still
Trying to do what he can, also on the chase, looking for more points. Alexanity running away, but for how long?
But 3 versus 2, we don't know
Oh, Sailboats easily down, so more points.
More points for all girls team. Apocalypse and Joaquin are doing a great job sustaining over J1 Arma.
Yeah, same points actually came into sort of become a protection for Alexanity, but it was actually the other way.
But just remember, if Apocalypto dies, it's gonna be a turnover right away. And speaking of that, Apocalypto is down, and J1 Arma is up by 2 points, and actually 30 points immediately.
Oh my god, what is happening right here? J1 Arma took a big chunk, of course, 2v3. This has to be the worst nightmare for all girls team right now.
Goodness.
J1 Arma taking back control with the points with a couple of kills. Kupru can also just run away, try to support the team.
Just casually, just using her skills to evade.
Just dashing away to the back.
Yep, and using those skills to just support her teammates.
Yeah, they feel it. They feel the victory of game number 1. You don't really have to engage that far.
Apocalypse are trying to furiously get those points back, but
4
no.
seconds.
Kupru says no, you cannot kill the Invoker.
And that calls it for game 1. It is what it is. J1 Arma. Strong comeback. Unfortunate event did happen.
I feel sorry.
All girls team.
Yeah, I mean, like, they were doing so well, but then Fami just suddenly disappeared. Probably like a connection issue that's been going on. Unfortunately, I believe there's no rematch. If there is, we will remind you.
If it's a personal disconnect, there is no rematch. If it's a whole server issue which affects everyone, then there's a rematch. Is what I remember.
Thank you. Yeah.
I read the rule book sometimes.
He does, and I really respect him. That's why
I read the rule book, but I remember sometimes.
No, that's just
that's
amazing.
The thing.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, that's going to be game number 1. But before game 2, I believe we are going to do some more testing. Make sure we have a full 3v3.
Yep.
And the best part is actually, so this is not a best of 5, so it doesn't affect as much with a single game. And usually, I heard many casters and commentators, not just the previous season, even last year. A lot of them actually said, I believe it was also Trent, saying the first 2 games, a lot of them they just test each other out.
Yeah, they feel each other out,
and then they come up with a real plan on each map after game 2. So game 1 might actually not hit them that hard, and even if you lose, you lost to a disconnect basically.
Definitely.
So I don't think it's going to be a big mentality issue for the team. And enough talking, guys. We're actually ready to jump into game 2 immediately. Let's go back into Keeper of the Relics and see who the winner is going to be for game number 2. Everyone's connected, good to go. Keeper of the Relics, game number 2. J1 Arma is leading though.
Yes, and all girls team furiously on the rush. Fami down. Sailboats is down right away. Fami's down on his HP. Is he going to go down? Let's see how he survives. No, Fami goes down as well.
Yeah, we do see a couple of kills
to
begin with, but as long as they bring Ballista lower than 30%, I think that's basically the mission.
And Joaquin secures a statue.
Already,
yes. Alexander very low on HP. He needs to survive, make sure. Ooh, and Joaquin's securing all the orbs. Yeah, I feel that all girls team is like they're showing their angry power. They're vexing right now. They thought they would win match 1, but then with that disconnection, they lost it. So they're like, oh no, we're absolutely not going to allow any more losses.
They are on the rage mode right now, and let's see how far they can actually reach, because dashing to the side. Yeah, with that lighting just getting away for now.
But J1 Arma making sure calmly, making sure that they secure all the points. They do have a relatively low HP, so they need to make sure, all girls team needs to make sure that the J1 Arma team do not get any heal orbs or the light of heal.
Oh, Kupru actually going
Kupru is going to go down. Yeah, Kupru's
totally
down.
Intentional, because you want to come back, because you don't really have too much point on yourself. So I think it's a good idea to actually come back with full HP. That's what J1 Arma decided to do.
And no, yep, that's what they did. And actually, that strategy worked out.
Yeah, right before the Lagos appears.
J1 Arma team is on the lead again. Fami's low on HP.
And using this time, J1 Arma bursting down the Lagos, and who is it going to be? NX actually goes to All Girls team.
Let's go, All Girls team.
J1 did all the work.
I know.
And Fami does go down, but
yep,
wasn't holding too much points, so that's not much of a take from J1 Arma at all.
Definitely, and the Hawkins, and Alpacalypto with the heal orb fully rejuvenated his whole teammate, so that's going to be a big factor.
Yeah, they were not fully hurt, they were somewhat hurt, so that orb is going to get those heal back. And J1 Arma, what do they do? Minute and 5 left.
And just from this game, I just noticed how Hwakin is focusing on the objects, and she's holding the objects very well for the team. Oh, speaking of that, Hwakin is going down. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, right. That's usually the caster curse kicking in.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Fami keeps on sort of a sacrifice for the team, basically, to delay the time, because they're holding some more points onto the other two members. But
Definitely.
Oh, J1 Arma caught up in points.
J1 Arma seems to be very
Oh, that's a big kill on Hwakin.
Oh,
Hwakin
is down, and it's gonna be a tough match. Alpacalypto, or like they need to catch Sailboats or Kupu to actually balance the game points.
Apocalypto can do so much, but holding there's the ballista going down, but also has to run away. Fami is holding so much, but
so
J1
close.
Arma
They need
still
to
holding
make
so
sure
much.
to catch Kupu.
Only 5 seconds left. All Girls team, they have to chase, but their HP is also so low. It's risky. And they were not able to successfully get more kills. J1 Arma keeps another one in their pocket. One more goes in. 2-0 score.
Great, calm, sustained play from J1 Arma. I thought that All Girls team had a much more higher advantage this game because I could feel that their movements were like, oh, we're gonna get this game back. We're gonna get this game back. I could just feel it from them. But J1 Arma was on point, very calm, making sure to get all the kills secured as well as all the points like safe and sound.
I can't, of course, go into their head and read what they're thinking at the moment, but at that moment, All Girls team, they were losing by about 80 or 90 points. But 2 of their members were also super low, less than maybe 30%, 25% HP. But you're losing anyhow. I think you're going to lose if you don't go in.
Yeah.
There's a big risk of going in, losing more points, but if you don't risk it, you're not going to win the game. I sort of felt that within the last 8 to 10 seconds. I thought there was a perfect time to go in and risk it all, but that happened a little late.
I'm just like
That's what I thought.
I'm very honestly, I'm very surprised with your in-depth game knowledge of that type of stuff, and I definitely agree with you. J1 Arma made sure that they made sure to reset their points and start fresh to make sure, and that was before the Lagos, right?
Yeah, right before the Lagos.
Wow.
They of course,
yeah.
They play this night and day all the time, so they know exactly what the time should be. And both teams also tried to refresh and guard the other 2 members, and made sure only the one member holding maybe less than 10 points was refreshing the HP, taking the hits of their teammates instead. Had a very similar strategy between the 2.
Yep. And All Girls team is on that timeout. I'm very curious how they will approach the next match. Maybe class substitutions? I don't know. Their class comp was perfect. It's like 2 Berserkers and 1 Phantasma. Or what else can we ask for?
Huntress?
Huntress. Yeah, Huntress is a possible option.
We had a few Huntresses last season.
Last season we had 1 Huntress in the semifinals, and she did average well. She did average well, I believe so. And I was definitely rooting for her because I was back in season 1. I was doing the observing for the
maybe
players.
some. I'm a big Arrow guy, so maybe some Nova.
Nova. Oh yes. Talking about season 1,
Yes.
there was another Nova.
Yes, I believe I saw a few too.
He he was actually a player from Asia as well. I remember. I think his name tag was player 1, but yes, his Nova was very good. I was very impressed with his skills. He made it to the finals, but it was a clutch play, and they lost. But
yes.
yeah, the Nova was very good as well.
Yeah, I love to talk about all the class, and I know you guys are having active chat on different platforms right now about, like, you're saying Invoker is underrated. Yes, of course, that's why I think is still these players actually choosing Invoker
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of other competition.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can certainly, if you know what's going on, I think it's Invoker certainly has a really good place in the meta right now.
Definitely, I agree. And speaking of like good meta and vibes, like how about gamepads? Like,
How about gamepads?
Did you choose any candidates for our gamepad winners?
How about? Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
And oh yes, of course, our newest class is coming real soon. That too. Oh, but before we, I'll get to chat later on. But we will go into game right now. Let's see what it's all about. Certainly, so far a big lead for J1 Arma, but Orgul's team, can they actually make a comeback? Let's go into game. J1 Arma in a big lead, 2-0 score.
Fami is on a Shy character, amazingly, but Shy goes down. So it's the two Berserkers and a Shy composition. This is very unique. I'm very happy to see the diverseness. Hawking goes down, and J1 Arma just stomping on the initial stages of the game.
Who would imagine we see Shy today?
I know, just Fami just dancing around.
Is this going to work? Now that's the thing. J1 Arma certainly taking some more points to start with. I know, I'm surprised. A lot of you guys are also surprised that we're seeing Shy.
Fami is dancing on the Shy. And Hawkins seems to go down again. Yep, with Alexander low HP. But I mean, of course, I mean, it's about the Monument of Battle and Lagos that will appear.
Let's see how that supporting goes. So far, J1 controlling slightly more in terms of orb and the control over the map.
J1 Arma is all about like getting those points and just getting that secure win. They're like, we don't care if it's a Shy or not. We're just gonna get the win.
Yeah, then double Berserker. Their targeting is so good right now.
Just
not just the Monument, they're grabbing all the kills.
They're grabbing all the kills. Sailboats and Sanity on there. Krupu with that support with that Invoker. Great class change. I would never imagine like I think Cooper was a Phantasma before, and then she's like Invoker now. Like a lot of people would consider Phantasma to be more powerful than the Invoker.
Yep, and J1 Arma, of course, they did take a lot more damage. So, and there's some room with the orbs, with the Lagos just spawning. I think all girls, they want to go for the Lagos right now. But can they take the final hit?
I can see that all girls team has better HP, and who is? Oh, Team B gets it.
And J1 Arma still, but a lot of their members were low in HP. So all girls team, they had some chance of actually going in.
Oh wow! Like just J1 Arma just dominating on game 3, showing that the strategy change was not very helpful for all girls team. It seems like this 100-point lead is going to be very difficult for all girls team to turn this big game back.
Yeah, hooking up Apocalypse, they have to really target and focus at the same time, I think.
Yep, they need to make sure Kupru and Alexander goes down.
First onto Invoker, and then choosing one of the Berserker will be the right tactic. But J1 Arma, they are actually getting stronger as we talk.
And as you can see here, Sailboats is making sure to pick on fights to secure Kupru and Alexander's score. Alexander is very low on score. We'll have to see if he goes down. And he actually didn't go down. He got the healing orb and he survived.
Almost went down, but this is way too much of a point gap right here. Shy tried to support on the side, but actually J1 Arma dodging to fight the Berserkers and bringing the Shy first low
they
HP.
Need to get those points.
Oh my goodness, Quakin, Apocalypto, both of them going down at the same time.
Oh no.
This is a total disaster.
I think the all-girls team got tilted right now. They need to stay calm and make sure to bring their game composition up next match. I think it's going to be a solid 3-0 game for now.
The most dominant score ever so far, 18 to 2-0-0. And a 3-1 score. Am I recording this right? 3-1?
Yeah, those
3-0.
It's a 3-0.
3-0.
And all girls team had
even with a timeout.
Yeah, even with a timeout. I mean, like they had that class change. So Fami went to Shy and they had 2 Berserkers. So I was believing they had like a strategy for it. But then J1 Arma just calmly stepped in and they said, no, we are gonna just dominate and we're just gonna win all your points and take all your objectives.
Wow, J1 Arma just keep on. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, they just kept on going, and they actually specifically targeted onto Shy a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, and they just did not have any chance to go back. And speaking of that, we do have another timeout from.
Ooh, surprisingly, I thought we were going to game 4
Yeah.
immediately.
But no, there's a J1 Arma timeout.
It's timeout by J1 Arma.
Yep.
With a 3-0 lead.
Yeah.
I think they want a perfect score. I can feel it.
Maybe they want the perfect score, so they want to secure that win. Yeah.
This is surprising. I thought we were going to have a lot more competition in terms of game scores, but so far 3-0. But we've seen some massive comeback in our previous match.
For the next match is going to be in the Keeper of the Relics, so I think that's going to be a big change factor, because I think Keeper of the Relics, it keeps the game more exciting because there's a lot of variance to gain points, and if all girls team can step their game performance again, you know, maybe they'll have a chance to do better.
Yeah, because we have some more time in timeout to talk about what just happened, and not just the Lagos. J1 actually took control of so many orbs to begin with, and they maintained that control. I think they're really the best at maintaining those type of control, taking Lagos and then also grabbing the Salvation right after, and the Thunder, so they were basically pushing them into their own zone.
Yeah, and I still remember, like, Alex Sanity was on the brink of getting killed, but then at that moment he last hit the orb of heal, and he turned into that light orb thing, just swooshing around, healing his teammates.
Okay, I found one. Bernard Sese, how to buy that gamepad? You don't have to buy it because I'm giving you one. How much does it cost? 0. You just got one, babe.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Bernard.
Bernard. You just bought one for free.
Hey, that's nice. Good choice. Good choice.
Oh, yes. You don't even have to worry about anything. So, congratulations, Bernard. Whew. Right time, right place. Oh, wow. Thank you. No, thank you.
And yeah, he's like, wow, thank you right away. Make sure to contact Pearl Abyss about it. We're going to have an announcement posted probably, and you can just follow the instructions, and they'll help you out with that.
Yep. And the GMs are on top of everything. So remember who you are, and you can get connected, and just make sure you get all the goodies possible.
Yep, definitely. So do you think it's going to be a 4-0 flat victory?
I'm sorry, but I feel like it's going to be a 4-0.
I can't deny that fact.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Right now,
Yeah.
the momentum is just not there for All Girls team.
Yeah, I think that game 1, I mean, it was such a close match. And then when I first saw it, I thought like All Girls team had the game. But then when Fummy got disconnected and Apocalypto and Hawken were just trying to survive with those points up there, it felt so bad.
But all you need is one game. All Girls team, they just need one game and one big opportunity, maybe like a Lagos Steel, starting with the Monument. But J1 so far is just dominant, step by step, getting everything down to the point. What else can be done? I mean, I'm not saying the game is over. Of course, this is the grand finals, but I don't want to lie to you guys at the same time. Certainly, if I'm feeling it, you guys and the pros, the players playing right now should be feeling exactly the same. I'm pretty sure.
They definitely.
Sure you do also.
Yeah, they just need to step up their game, tip that momentum to their side. It's like there's a lot of games that have that momentum, like Valve.
Yes, it's always like that.
Yeah, so I just hope that they go Super Saiyan mode and burst it out and actually show it out, because like that game 1, they really showed that they have the chance, like the chance to be winners, but I think they lost it for a moment there.
So Shy. Shy's cute.
Shy's cute, yes.
Yes.
Shy's cute,
and no further comment.
And no, Shy and the 2 Berserkers, they were trying to make that comp work.
So I think what they were trying to do certainly did not work. Certainly did not work. Yeah. So maybe something else, some other changes?
I have no clue yet, but let's see how things go. I mean, I'm definitely rooting for that Shy to show some great moves.
Shy got Shy. Certainly nice, because I didn't want to say it myself. Nice chat. 100%. But I honestly want All Girls team to come back.
Yeah.
Game 7 all the way, so we can choose more from the chat and also enjoy the 5 grand finals.
I know. Yeah, it's good to Like I'd like to do some more clutch matches for sure.
Okay, timeout is over, guys. Might potentially the final game of the grand final. Certainly, J1 Armor in a big lead with a 3-0 score. Can all girls team make a comeback? Let's get into game number 4. And here we go.
Here we go.
The keeper of the relics. Both teams just going for Ballista. Nothing crazy. No other actually defensive kills at all so far.
And another interesting composition is Alex Sanity switched to Archmage from Berserker. So it's going to be an Archmage and Invoker and Berserker. So it's going to be a good matchup. Definitely very interesting.
Yeah, J1 Armor certainly used their time to think about their comp. And no more double Berserker for them.
So far, I see the game going equally for each team. We'll see how they do. Apocalyptus top the statue. Good start.
Great start for all girls team.
And he has that heal orb, and he's trying to save his teammates. Fummy was healed immediately. Hawk is getting healed immediately, so they have a really good start.
Also got a kill to sailboats, and Alex Sanity super low, holding only 10 points. So I don't think you want to go for that kill right now.
They're just taking their time, feeling each other out. Alex Sanity is very low on HP. Let's see how they do. And the orbs are out. Kufru saves one orb, and the other orb was saved by J1 Arma as well.
Freeze. Goes to J1 Arma quickly. All girls team. They want to reach. They want to take it back and do some more damage and trade on the other side.
Apocalyptus low on HP as well. Sables and Alexander low on HP as well. We'll have to make sure they abuse that HP and make sure to get those kills.
Lagos in the center. Keeper of relics. Still the time. Still 1 minute and 40. Actually, both teams.
J1 Arma is actually focusing on the Lagos. They're going down low HP. Let's see who gets the win.
Very low on J1 Arma, but they take down the Lagos.
Good focus.
But can they sustain? Can Kupru actually escape?
That's very important. They have to make sure Kupru escapes after hitting that Lagos.
Oh my god, is this it for all girls team? They need to take those points back, but they're also so low. Hawking goes down again. Apocalypto holding 35, so he can't really go in. And
oh no, Sailboats has the heal orb around him, so he's gonna heal his teammates. As you can see, Kupru and Alexander are on full HP again. It's gonna be a very tight match.
Apocalypto with 35. Can you risk it and go in?
I would not. I would not. But then there's no, like, you have to go in. You have to get Kupru. You have to get down to steal those points from the enemy team and make sure that you guys can come back to this series.
And J1 Arma, they're controlling a lot more orbs. That's the thing, but the points are chunking. Hawking goes down once again. Apocalypto with 40, now down to 26. This is going to be in 30 seconds left. J1 Arma controlling this map.
They have to make sure Kupru is down.
Oh my, Fummy, can you really bring it back? The point gap is pretty huge. Ballista is available for both teams. Down to 18 seconds now.
Yeah, Kupru is just casually walking in and out with the Raven.
Yeah, Kupru needs to keep his points. And down to 8 seconds.
Oh, and Kupru's down! Kupru's down!
Really, 5
Kupru's
seconds?
down!
They can't get the Ballista? And final seconds, they got it down. J1 Arma still in the big lead. Look, team! They got the final orb! They got the final orb, and they secured some extra points. Woo! 7+ points. They finally win the game. That was almost game. The match point right there.
And all girls team said, we're going to come back. We're going to come back. We're going to come back. And they did come back. They did come back. I was like, oh my god. Last moment, clutch movements. It was just back and forth.
Just last moment, last second orb.
Ooh.
Extra point.
That was just amazing. That was just amazing. And
J1 Arma, they were also trying to get to the Ballista.
Yep.
And they actually took too much
damage.
Time. Too much damage, so they were afraid they were going to lose even more points if they go in. So
yep. And again,
that was great. That was insane.
Power to the Shy. You know, yeah, Shy's cute. Yeah, Shy's cute, and Shy is strong. I would say Shy is strong. With the all-girls team, they showed up and they said, no, we're not gonna make this 4-0 series. We're gonna come back, and so they did secure that additional win. And yeah, this is very exciting.
Ooh.
I'm excited for the class changes. And if you notice, I forgot to mention this too, but Kupru went back from Invoker to Raven. So that kind of did team composition change as well. So I'm very excited.
Team comp changes. There are lots of changes, including the turn of tide slightly. One going towards All Girls team, but we're not going to wait. Game 5 is already ready. Let's go right into game number 5. All Girls team ready to kick back in. J1 Arma, they're still on the match point.
They're still on the match point.
Championship point, just one game away.
Alexander nuking those meteor showers from the walls, hiding. Sables is low on HP, but Sables has that Orb of Lightning. Oh, yes. But I can see All Girls team has that momentum. They're a little up there.
Yep. And also J1 Arma, yeah, they're also super low in HP.
Yeah, J1 Arma is very low on HP.
So it will be very hard to contest for the monument to get the statue.
They have to make sure that they get the objectives and they sustain their HP well and make sure to get all those orbs. Those orbs really matter in this game.
And as you can see, you saw the other two members, except for Alexanity, backing up for J1 Arma because they were all super low. As still, yeah, 8 bars in the monument.
Sables is very low. He's working on the monument battle, and with those berserker skills, he can also heal himself while he's hitting those monuments. So he's like slowly gaining that HP increase as well.
And still going on with the points.
Kupru froze the enemies.
And monument going into J1.
And I'm surprised that J1 Arma is very calm enough to secure the points again. They're leading again.
And actually, All Girls team, even after a win in game, just previously, they're being slightly passive. I can tell from going around the minimap.
Yep. They're very calm. I can notice they're very calm and just making sure. And Fami, stop the statue.
Of course, they don't have to risk it all right now. Okay, both teams going wild on Lagos, taking down chunks of bars.
Either go all in and make sure to not lose too much HP.
Yeah, this is the moment. Who is it going to be? Oh! And All Girls team, they take the Lagos. They push it all the way. And J1 Arma on the run.
And they're just showing that the shy composition is working for All Girls team. Apocalypto on the lead, just rushing around.
I feel the tsunami coming from All Girls team. They are riding the wave right now.
They are, exactly. They're just riding the wave. They're making sure to sustain and secure the points.
And J1 Arma, they're not going to go down.
And Hoakin is working against Alexanity.
Yep. Apocalypto holding 70, half HP now. He's trying to provide... take some more damage. Orb is helping him.
Sables is making sure to catch Apocalypto unguarded. We'll see how he's gonna go down. He's gonna go down. And he's down.
Oh, J1 Arma. Okay, 34 seconds. It is possible still to finish this entire match.
Yep, it's either gonna... I think it's gonna be about who gets more kills from now on.
Yeah, Kupru healing up a little bit from the orb. Hawkin down to low HP, 24 points. That's enough for J1 Arma to actually come back with a single kill.
50 seconds. Oh, and J1 Arma has the lead now.
Hawkin did go down eventually. With 10 seconds left, 8 points apart.
Is there any points to steal from J1 Arma? It seems that J1 Arma is gonna get it.
Hey, with another orb. 40 points away, 1 second, they run away, and with that, that is going to be the champion from Asia. We have the winner, the champion, J1 Arma. All Girls team in game number 4 to take 1 game off of them, but the final score comes down to 4-1.
All Girls team had that momentum rising up for them, but J1 Arma was very calm and stellar about how to get those points cleared out.
Oh my, what a game. The final game was actually slightly less action all the way at the end because we could tell the tension, the intensity in that game. Both teams, all 6 members, all 6 players, they were so cautious about whatever was going to be happening. So the final few seconds, they actually didn't clash as much.
Yep, definitely.
And J1 Arma at the final few seconds, okay, we have like 10 more points. Maybe we can run away with this.
Yeah.
And that's how it ended. Wow.
They just, they were very calm. I was just surprised. It was like, and I think that Lagos kill was the biggest.
Oh yes, that was huge. Both teams, we could see at that Lagos fight, we could tell, okay, It's now or never. Let's just burst it down. Let's see who takes it.
Yeah.
Well, at that moment, all girls team, we thought, oh, is this really happening?
Yeah.
A reverse?
Yeah.
Reverse sweep
I
or
know.
like 3v3 going to game 7?
I definitely agree.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, both teams did well, but J1 Arma definitely stood up to be very strong in the finals. And yeah, congratulations. I mean, they won it. They did it solid enough to shoot. Like 4-1 is a very dominant score.
4-1 is an incredible score. Even with their own timeout and switching out of class, they still managed to win all the way to the championship. Congratulations to J1 Arma, coming season 2.
Yep.
Season 2 champion from Asia. What an honor.
Yep.
And also,
Definitely.
I believe 50,000 pearl, right?
Yeah. 50,000 pearls.
That's a lot of pearls.
A lot of pearls. A lot of pearls. That's gonna be
Wow.
like yeah. I'd be happy to see 50,000 pearls in my game inventory. I'd be
Mhm.
happy. Yep. And then of course there's a lot of those good rewards and that Ramoness title. Yeah,
Mhm.
I just put it on my game tag all the time, as well as that crown.
Really?
It's not a regular crown.
Uh-huh.
It's a golden crown,
Mm-hmm.
a true golden crown. So
Oh man.
yep, I can see Sailboats and Crew and Alex Sanity coming on our Discord community and flexing their tag and saying, "Hey, you guys have this?" You know, So I'm very excited for them. Congratulations, and again, our girls team, thank you
Yeah,
for your
what,
game participation.
what a final match, and we have the results ready. So let's see the scores of our final grand finals match. And we will see
Okay.
as Alex Sanity with that much of a score.
Yep.
Well, my MVP vote is very likely going towards Alex Sanity right now. Sailboats had some incredible saving moments in the semifinals and all that.
Definitely. Alex Sanity proved to be very calm in the clutch plays. Krupu had a lot of the fancy stuff. Sailboats was the one who picked on fights, but in the end, Alex Sanity had the most points. So yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to decide who be the MVP in my personal opinion, but I don't know. I also had some good intentions for Krupu. Krupu was very volatile.
Yeah,
in
just
several
running
aspects.
back and forth all the time for the team.
Yep.
And but rank 2, Apocalypto holding so much points
Yep.
was having a hard time deciding, do I go in for more kills or do I
Yeah.
just go back and keep our points on my own because I'm holding so much.
I definitely felt like Apocalypto was like the captain for the
Oh,
all-girls
yes.
team. He did very well in the initial stages of the game. And speaking of that, do you agree if we give out the last gamepad to our participants to Apocalypto? Because I think he did okay.
I'm having a tough time because Apocalypto for sure, but right below rank 3, Fummy says Berserker right there, but
Oh,
I
it says
see
Shy.
Shy.
You want to go for Fummy? Fummy, sorry?
Can we do Shy, please?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
So,
yes!
Fummy, congratulations. You get the last gamepad for the participants.
I even wrote it down here, as you can see.
Okay, you
Just
did.
Just to remind myself. Okay, we have the matchup from Asia. We have the winners. J1 Arma, congratulations! Being the champion. Sailboats, Kupru, Alex Sanity, you guys rocked. Of course, all the teams that played today, they all rocked and made incredible matches.
Yeah, this was definitely interesting, and those class changes were just epic. Like, you know, we were first imagining like a double Berserker and one Phantasma, just the OP meta. But no, they stepped up and they said they're gonna do some class changes. And J1 Arma, they did like a Raven switch, they did an Invoker switch, and on the last switch, I think they went to the Archmage switching, right?
Yes, after game 4, that was really cool. Really cool to actually get all the damage.
But yes, all teammates each did a good job, and like personally, like I just thought Krupu was doing very well.
Oh yes, for
Yeah.
sure. All the entire team
Yeah,
did
like-
so well. There were points where Sailboats was keeping a lot of points alive. Krupu just going back and forth, giving support all the time.
Yes.
And not surprising, but of course Phantasma always a strong class to in the meta right now.
And Krupu, like with that Invoker, yep,
Mhm.
it just showed a lot on me. But then again, Alex Sanity as it overall, his like secret points. Yeah.
And the champions are here, but let's see who our MVP is. And it is Alexanity from J1 Arma. Congratulations!
Congratulations, Alexanity.
Extra 1,000 pearl.
Extra 1,000 pearls. Yeah, those are actually very nice for sure.
And
and that MVP title lasts, so he can just screenshot it, maybe put it on his wall, and say, "I was the BRC Season 2
I will print off.
MVP."
I will actually print that off and actually like sleep with that paper on my face right there, because I am the MVP. You are the MVP, Alexanity. Congratulations. You certainly deserve to be the MVP. Really, the entire team played so well.
Yep.
But of course, highlight I think slightly more went to Alexanity. Yeah, just Berserker. I think they show so many flashy movements throughout the game. So you can also do so much as the front line, not just taking damage, also grabbing those kills, focusing a lot.
Exactly. And of course, the 1,000 pearls for the MVP does not sound like relatively large, like relatively small compared to the 50,000 pearls. But still, that MVP title counts. Like, you can tell people that you're the MVP.
Yeah, of course.
Asia.
Yeah, we're going to be picking MVP after from Europe and also from America. But there's also one more, the Dominator.
Dominator. Yep, the Dominator is going to come after we complete all the whole series. We're going to do like a 33-hour runway, right? It's going to be like last like 24 hours, I think.
I thought it was 22-ish, 33 hours?
No. I was thinking 33 hours. Maybe I tripled the time or double the time. But yes, it's going to be 22 hours of streaming. So we're going to see you soon in the Europe semifinals. About like 6 or 7 hours later.
So not too long. I think it's in just about 7 hours. We will be back with a Europe region. That is going to be us doing it for the Asia region. Thank you guys so much for watching the BRC. I enjoyed it completely, and I'm going to enjoy it even much with Europe and also the America coming real soon. So guys, take some break, and we will be back with the European Region Championship very soon. So thank you guys for watching, and we will be back soon.
Bye-bye. Thank you.